Guys, what's going on? It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys, man. What is going on? Right? Here we are, guys. Here we are. You know? Um, yeah, guys, these 30-year-old chicks are cooked. Okay. And I would, always see these 40-year-old chicks that 40 and 50-year-old chicks that'll be married for 15, 20 years and get divorced and then be completely cooked. But these chicks in their 30s who are usually married in their mid 20s, late 20s, and they're married for like 5 years and then get divorced, and they're completely delusional, right? Because they grew up in the age of like the internet dating and all that and think that it's gonna be the same. What a joke. They're cooked, right? I think that I did a stream last year and it was trying to see what age group of women are the worst. And I no, there's two times, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, and we settled on 30-year-olds because they have the youngest children, right? Some of them are decent looking, right? But they're so delusional that they think that they still have leverage in a dating game. But I would say a lot more of 30-year-olds have the tattoos, the bull rings. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn, what's up, dude? Mitch is here. Steve is here. What's up, Steve? It's good to see you. It's good to see you, my friend.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Richard's here. Good to see you guys, man. So, yeah. Guys, these chicks are absolutely cooked, right? And, guys, let's see. All right, guys. Let's see this here. So, guys, here we go. Here you guys, check this out. So, guys, oops. Okay, so the median age for women that are undergoing first divorce is 41.9 years old. But guys, here we go. Here we go. Watch this. Watch this. Historical shift in 1970, the median age for a woman's first divorce was much younger at 27.7. Women with some college experience, a lower median age of 38.4 years old. There you go, guys. There you go. So we have a large chunk of women who are going to school, and that explains why there's so many chicks who are getting divorced in their 30s. You know? Because I don't know why a woman who's out of the dating market for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 years, 15 years, 20 years, that has multiple kids, wants to be out of here in these streets. Why? 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 What a joke. What a joke. Man, guys, cooked. Let's see. Person says, is it really an age or waves of divorces in our 30s? This chick's nearing 30, and she says every single person that she knows is getting divorced. Look. Someone says most of my friends got married between 25 and 32 and have kids under 10. Now they're in their late 30s, early 40s, and they're getting divorced. In big population centers full of educated, affluent people, the average age of first marriage is right around 30. So it stands to reason that there would be far fewer mid-30s divorces. That's not true. That's not true. Guys, millennial men are getting cooked in divorce. Cooked in divorce, guys. Look at this. So many women get divorced in their 30s due to marrying too young. So the heavy stress of raising young children, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And a mismatch in sharing households and emotional work. People have a lot. People change a lot from their 20s to early 30s. Personal growth, please. Unequal labor, please. Emotional disconnect, excuses. Hey, thanks guys for wishing me well. Yeah, guys, I have I couldn't stream yesterday, guys, because I was just wore out, guys. I have insomnia, so I'll go like days and days without sleep. I think I hadn't slept in like 3 or 4 days. So I actually got tired and had to actually try and get some sleep. But yeah, guys, it's gotten better as I got older, but something this last week, I don't know what it is. It's just, when you go 3 or 4 or 5 days without sleep, and then I usually get a migraine too. It isn't good, but because it takes a lot for me to not have a live stream, but yesterday was just not. I don't ever want to be in a position where I give you guys a shitty stream. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not feeling good or whatever. So every time that I stream, I want to make sure that I make it good for you guys. So yesterday I've just not been anywhere near 100%. So but yeah, guys, these absolute dolts. Here you go. So many folks in their 30s are divorced. What's happening? The other partner shows their true toxic side. Please. Adultery is being normalized for women. Yes. Women leave. Oh, now this one's good. The one that's sad is infertility or not agreeing on having children. Guys, do you guys know how many guys are divorcing their wives now because their wives don't want to have kids? Hold on. Let's see. Look at this, guys. Yeah, my good friend, guys. He had to leave his wife because she didn't want kids. What a joke. What a joke. Guys, here, let's break some news really fast. Let's do that. Guys, let me drop the link in the Discord first. And then I'll open up the lines. Let's see. Here we go. And let's do this. Check this out, guys.
A Missouri prosecutor accused of a sex scandal is removed from her elected post.
The story is gaining international attention for who she is accused of having inappropriate relationships
Look at
with.
this, guys.
Mark Zinn spoke to Missouri's Attorney General, who calls the alleged conduct sickening.
She has breached the public trust in every way.
Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway says Ray County Prosecutor Camille Johnson was removed from office for abusing the office in one of the most unethical ways possible.
We got
You know what that means, guys.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
complaints from people in Ray County, including in the courthouse. Some of them were very specific about her conduct, and her conduct was deplorable.
The Attorney General says the elected prosecutor engaged in intimate and romantic relationships with at least one criminal defense attorney representing clients she was prosecuting.
Look at
and
that.
a relationship with an undocumented immigrant accused of sexual assault.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. What a skeezer, dude. Look at that. I'm telling you guys, it doesn't matter how educated they are. It doesn't matter the job that they have, right? You know what I'm saying? We all know what they're up to, guys.
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside home.
Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Pyro, what's going on, my friend? Jamaica's in the house. Let's go.
We allege in our complaint for the Quo that she had sexual relations with a defense counsel, a potential defendant, an illegal immigrant to whom she gave her car so that he could abscond. It's unbelievable behavior, including, members of the courthouse walking in on her during one of these incidents.
Last week, Hanaway filed.
Look at that, guys. So, guys, they walked in on her with friggin' Jorge. Fuck you guys. Oh no. Oh no. Guys. Oh Jesus, guys! If that's one of the best things that you can do is have the ability to make yourself laugh. Oh no, she's getting smashed by ice now.
Filed a motion to temporarily remove Johnson from her post, and a judge quickly approved the temporary ouster.
And we didn't go right to the Quo. We gave her an opportunity to do the right thing and resign, and she wouldn't take that opportunity, which is...
Of course not, right, guys? They gave her the opportunity to resign, and of course she wouldn't do it, right, guys?
Just like a woman.
Clown world.
Stunning to me. Frankly, I'm glad it's being publicly exposed. I want people to know that wherever corruption happens in the state, this office is going to go after it.
Johnson has not been able to be reached for comment, and the Ray County Prosecuting Attorney's Office said they had no comment. Now, a big question I had, what happens to all these other cases that she was trying over the last few years? Hanaway said her office is looking into that answer. In Maryland Heights, I'm Mark Zinn.
Cooked. Cooked, 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 cooked. Look at this.
Bria, the legal authority the AG used is called quo warranto, which means by what authority. It can be used when officials are suspected of misusing their position or acted unlawfully. Hanaway said the allegations against elected Ray County Prosecutor Johnston show a sustained pattern of misconduct and willful neglect in her work. Here are some examples given in court documents. Johnston is accused of verbally berating her staff, engaging in secret romantic relationships with the defense attorney and defendants in matters she prosecuted, which would be a clear conflict of interest. One of the most concerning accusations is that Johnston had a relationship with a man who is an illegal immigrant and was charged in Ray County with 2 counts of sodomy in 2019. Court documents say she helped Juan David Gutierrez leave the state, also selling him her vehicle, and deliberately failed to disclose his location. So what happens now? Johnston has 10 days to respond to the AG's petition, and if she doesn't, the circuit court judge in Ray County is responsible for appointing an interim prosecutor. That is expected could be the end of the day today or by Monday. I stopped in at the Ray County Prosecutor's office in Richmond and was told we are waiting for direction. Johnston's attorney said due to the ongoing nature of the litigation, he and Johnston will not be making any statements. Bria.
Clown. What a clown. Look at that. Oh, here you go, guys. Look at this. Hold on. Oh, here we go, guys. Check this out.
KDKA. In Westmoreland County, detectives arrested and charged a man in a deadly crash that killed an acquaintance of his, now dating his ex-wife.
Look at that.
KDKA's Lauren Linder talked with a close friend of the man who died. And
So his friend was all up in his ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? You know? Just yeah. So he went and he took the guy out. Guys, can you imagine? Come on.
the details.
State police say it was here on Lober Road in Sewickley Township where a man struck his ex-wife's boyfriend, killing him. Paint remains on the ground from their investigation
Look at that.
as the small community grapples with what happened.
Why did you have to do that? It doesn't make any sense.
Danielle Curran is still processing the death of her close friend, Roy Holiday, a man she's known since middle school who introduced her to her husband.
He's just family man, lived and breathed for his kids. Just one of those guys that everybody loved.
It was the night of July 16th when state police say Holiday was riding his motorcycle on Lober Road in Sewickley Township when a pickup truck following closely struck his vehicle.
For
a vehicle accident involving a motorcycle, 1 male down on the roadway.
And I go 1 mile down on the roadway with a head injury.
Can you imagine? You're just riding your motorcycle and your new girlfriend. Well, we shouldn't be banging your friend's ex-wife, but he just kind of comes up on you.
First responders transported Holiday to the hospital where he later died. It wasn't long before police say they learned the man driving the truck was Ryan Thompson, the ex-husband of Holiday's girlfriend. Court records say the girlfriend told police Holiday and Thompson were messaging that day, and the two had a heated text exchange. She also told them the pickup truck was registered to her, but was left at a home where Thompson lives. Police say they believe Thompson is the person responsible after looking through surveillance video and cell phone records, putting both of the men at the location of the crash when it happened. When officers went to Thompson's home, they say they found the truck with fresh damage on the front bumper.
Good.
And in talking to police, Thompson told them he was the only person with access to the truck and heard Holiday revving his bike near his home. Investigators took him into custody on multiple charges, including criminal homicide and homicide by vehicle.
How could somebody do that? You know, like, why? For what?
Curran says she's just looking for answers
Good.
as she seeks justice.
Good. Good. Why would you do that, guys? Why? Why? Now, guys, here you go. Guys, I'm going to do a whole lot more student loan videos here in a little bit. Because, guys, Orange Man's student loan changes. It's almost 25 days since they took effect. Guys, check this out.
But first at 5:30 news.
Damn, she can get it. This one, she's a little
I want
old.
the one on the right. I want that one.
I was going to say snowboard. You got to
I want that one more.
Data right.
give her some icy hot for for her hip. She'll be all right.
It's off South Carolina as one of the
Ken straight.
No.
worst in the nation for missed student loan payments.
Where? I'll find this. There was one that I found. This chick was hot. Hold on here. Let me.
Latest from the Office of Federal Student Aid shows a new wave of borrowers who are slipping into default, which is when someone misses a payment for an extended period of time. Our Caitlin Ashbaugh joins us live after reviewing this data. And Caitlin, what did you find out and what does this mean for those at-risk borrowers?
Hey, Shale and Sydney. Well, what we found with this data is that some people never started
Dude, she can get it too.
Yeah.
Check out freaking Pocahontas over here.
Yeah.
How you doing?
paying what they owed after the federal government ended this years-long pause.
You guys know what's funny? There was a there's a channel that's like that does clips for Pearly things, and I'll put the link to the video in the Discord. But Pearl, she was talking about if you want to find it like if you want to find like a tall chick that's like her, just go to any college and you can find their volleyball team roster from like the last 30 years. You can find their names and pictures and just go find them on Instagram. She's like, if you like tall, mid to somewhat attractive chicks, if that's your type, just, hey guys, there's a whole laundry. She goes, all you got to do, guys, go to any university and put volleyball team and scroll through. You can go through 2010, 2012, 2013. It has a whole roster. You can just go to Instagram and try and holler at this. She said, well, that one of her guy friends did that. It's kind of hilarious.
On student loan payments. What we also found is that other people have been scrambling to find an affordable option to pay these payments after the end of the SAVE plan, which was an affordable income-driven payment option. And now many of them are facing the weight of a huge burden that's catching up to them.
Cooked.
As of March of this year, 9.5 million student loan borrowers are in default, according to the Office of Federal Student Aid. 4.2 million more since mandatory payments were reinstated in late 2024. Financial advisor Mike Giordano says the problem can be twofold.
Sometimes we say to ourselves, hey, you know what? I don't have to make a payment
Problem number one.
Mad
They're women.
scientist
on the student loan. I'm going to go spend that money someplace else. And all of a sudden now you haven't budgeted for that student loan. Higher costs for everything, everyday goods, grocery, gasoline, all that kind of stuff. And so that's squeezing people in terms of how much money they have to put towards their student loans.
8 states with the worst rates are located in the southern United States. Studies show 23% of South Carolinians with loans have missed their payments.
This problem is in their backyard, if not in their living room.
Default weighed heavily on Collins years ago, pushing him to...
Hey, Snowboard, what do a good chunk of the women in the South look like?
B-dubs.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yep.
2 + 2 is 4.
Advocate for others through his organization.
What began as $35,000 in student loans.
This guy is a mess. How is he?
Yo, dude, he's...
Yeah.
Guys, look at Smeagol over here. Holy moly, look at Gollum in the One Ring. Holy moly. Guys, if you see this guy around the playground, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Rocket up to over $100,000 with penalties, fees, interest, etc. And
hey guys, can I make this clear? The student loans thing, guys, is not your problem. Because all this is women wanting special treatment, just like everything else. Guys, we've looked at studies that show that men, not only are we the only net taxpayers, but men are either not going to college much, and when we do, we pay off our loans. So guys, they want men to bail them out. Look at that.
It was at that point that I realized something is very wrong here.
From student loans.
Yeah, your face. The fact that you came out the womb looking like that. Yikes, dude. And guys, look, come on. You're gonna be on television. Do something with yourself. Come on. That's one thing that I can say. Pearl had that one clavicular guy on. He talks about looks matching, which I think that the concept itself, where he's like, okay. The only thing that I take from that, guys, is try and be the best physical version of yourself that you can be, right? If you're gonna go somewhere to like a restaurant or whatever, don't look like crap. Even if you're going to your doctor's office, guys, get a haircut, bathe, you know what I'm saying? Use deodorant, have good hygiene, have some decent clothes, you know what I'm saying? But don't just walk around just looking like a scrub. What's the point? Have some pride in yourself, So
Justice.org, people from the Southeast.
You'll end up like the black community. Honestly, guys, we've led the charge. look at how many B-dubs go out in friggin' bonnets and friggin' pajamas and Crocs. And it's like, you walk around just looking like that. My nephew, we were in Montreal, in Montreal, it's kind of like Europe, where people don't walk around just looking like trash. So he's wearing his black sweatshirt with black sweatpants and Crocs because all these young kids dress all in black now. He's like, oh man, I feel like I'm underdressed because everyone's kind of dressed up. So he went home and changed to like some shorts and a button down shirt. And I'm like, there you go, because people don't believe in just leaving the house looking like trash.
Are sharing fear of being on the brink. A reliable borrower.
And I'm not even trying to say that you dress nice. So, for instance, let's just say Snowboard just got done with a job, and he has his work jeans, his work boots, and maybe like a t-shirt or a button down shirt or something. Yeah, even if it's dirty, like you could tell that you work for a living. You know what I'm saying? But you're not just out there wearing pajama pants and flip flops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's still two different things.
Who now owes.
Yeah, Lenny, you are correct. Now hold on, guys. Men shouldn't wear Crocs, but guys, I have never been able to wear flip flops ever because I have flat feet. But when I was at the beach, I'm like, I cannot walk around wearing socks and shoes because so I actually bought some Crocs flip flops. And they're the first flip-flops I've ever been able to wear in my 45 years on this planet. Because if you want to... What's that?
I said I'm wearing some right now, but I go across the street to go like swimming and paddle boarding and stuff. So I wear them as like a flip-flop, but I would not wear them out to anything like serious ever.
No, but I'm talking about Crocs flip-flops.
Yeah.
Not actual Crocs. I can't wear Crocs. Like those little pokey things at the bottom.
Oh no, those suck. I don't know what
they like give me a headache. I don't know. But Crocs flip-flops, and they're really wide. So I have size 14 feet, but I can wear the 13s. I was shocked. I was walking around like wearing flip-flops and my feet weren't hurting. And when my feet start to hurt, they hurt for a long time. So
more than they did 18 years ago. An educator of 28 years who worries it'll uproot their livelihood. And a North Carolina neighbor who relied on income-based.
I've been paying $500 to $1,200 a month for 18 years and owe more than I did then. Cooked. She's 64 years old. Cooked.
Collection methods to keep them afloat. If a borrower can't fill their debt, the federal government can force collection through paychecks, benefits, and
Orange Man's coming for that money. He's coming for that money, man.
Withholding tax refunds without a court order. A devastating dig to someone's financial well-being, tanking credit scores, disqualifying them from home loans, and steeping their collection fees.
Good.
This is money that's coming out of your pocket that you don't actually get to see, that you don't get to control.
There is concern that we could see in the future another surge of borrowers who are going into default, but Giordano.
What's going to happen, guys? End of August, cooked.
Says there are ways that you can avoid going into debt. Things like educating yourself on plans that are available to you and finding the right one for you.
Man, this chick, man, oh man, oh man.
Nice arms.
Right? Yeah, man. I need to take her on a trip to Little Bighorn. Oh!
And also being on.
So we're dances with Lewis. Oh!
Honest, right? If you feel like you are going.
Last of the Mohicans. Oh!
It looks like she came from Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, dude.
I'll give her that Viet Dong.
Oh, here you go, guys. Check her out.
Damn.
Talk about
She's
statue.
like 40 too.
Statuesque. Man, check her out. Look at that. Man, oh man, oh man. Yowza. Look at this chick.
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can suck start a leaf blower.
Look at this broad right here. How you doing? Check her out, man. Oh man, guys.
I think she's like 40. I think she's kind of older too.
Yeah.
The Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office conducted a sex offender registry violation roundup this morning.
Check this out, guys.
Multiple convicted offenders were arrested, and that included April Watson, who's in the running to be the town of Jay's next manager. Melanie Levy joining us in the studio now. Melanie, the Sheriff's Office says they do these sweeps to find offenders who are not updating their personal information properly.
Bob, that's right. In the state of Florida, convicted sex offenders and predators,
man, how you doing?
Must make their local sheriff's offices aware of any changes to their personal info, or they could face felony charges. On Monday.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. She didn't register on, or she didn't do her update on the offender list. And guys, guess what she got for? Just take a guess in the chat, guys.
What she was convicted for, probably.
Deputies arrested 50-year-old April Watson, among others, for felony sex offender violations. Watson is a convicted sex offender who served 12 months in prison for having sex with students at Jay High School in 2000.
She went right back, didn't she?
Another one, guys. Another one. You know? Look at that.
2007. The Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office says they do sex offender registry.
Every single
week. There's, if not two.
Every single week, guys.
Registry violation roundups several times a year. They could not share details about Monday's arrests, specific charges, or how many people were arrested during the roundup. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement requires sex offenders to comply with multiple checks at their local sheriff's office. For example, if a convicted sex offender changes their home address, purchases a new car, gets a new job, or gets a new phone number, they must report that information.
In the event that a child goes missing and you have a situation whereby there is a registered sex offender who is in that high risk category for, again, making an attack on a child, then knowing the type of car and the pertinent information can help law enforcement and members of the community who are alerted through any system to be on the lookout and hopefully get there in time before the child suffers further abuse or even worse.
Mary Bush, the president of Child Guardians, Inc., says she's thankful for registries like this that keep the public informed.
So with this tracking system, law enforcement's able to keep...
Yeah, but in California, they're trying to hamper the registry. Seriously, they're saying, oh, the registry's unconstitutional, blah, 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 blah. Matter of fact, guys, so next time that I go live on my TV.
Why? Because it affects their Fourth Amendment rights?
Oh! Yeah. And they want to have the right to protect and perv. Oh! But guys, the next time that I go live on my TCAP channel, I'll probably talk about these California dunderheads that are trying to hamper the SO list. What a joke, man.
Tabs on the highest risk areas so that they can check in to see if those people are following their program or to see if they have just...
Blah, blah, blah. So guys, once again, let's go here. Now, guys, these women in their 30s, these single moms, all right, they divorce these men, and they somehow think that it's going to be easier to date as a chick in her 30s, well past the wall, with young kids, because chicks in their 30s oftentimes have young kids. Because I could see, if you were thinking about, well, guys, I say no single moms, but I can see like maybe if she had kids that are older, 18, 19, 20, you know what I'm saying? That's a little bit different because they won't be an issue as much. They'll still be an issue, right? So like I dated this one girl and her daughter was like 17. So she was never really like around, you know what I'm saying? Because she was doing her activities, or she was at her dad's house or whatever. So I was just, smashing whatever. But chicks in their 30s always have young kids. They have young kids, and that's the problem. You know? Check this out, guys. Here we go. Now let's see how delusional they are, and then we'll actually look at their divorce stories. Because here we go.
I need to vent about something in a safe space. This is something
So you come to the internet, you dunce. Guys, here, guys. We gotta light this chick up. Let's just show her how safe this space is. Let's just show her how safe this space is. And guys, for all you guys that have TikTok, guys, follow me on TikTok. That's AJ Rants on TikTok. All right. But guys, here we go.
experience while dating as a single mom of 3 in San Diego. And the more I
Single mom of 3 in San Diego. Now, Snowboard, have you ever been to San Diego?
No, but I bet it's expensive.
No. Yes, it is. But Snowboard, go to San Diego. Don't bring a girl with you. All right. Go on your own or with guy friends. Because Snowboard, you will be. There's way more chicks in San Diego than there are guys because there's like Navy hospitals there. So there's a lot more nurses and the whole female part of the military is female. The whole medical part of the military is female dominated. So you have a whole influx of young nurses and medical technicians and all there. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. You go out there, guys. I made the mistake of visiting my best friend back when he was in the Navy, and we went down to San Diego, and I went with my ex. That was the dumbest move I ever did. Talk about bringing sand to the beach. You know what I'm saying? We went to the club. I was like, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. It was crazy. And then all these chicks were coming up trying to talk to me because my ex went to the bathroom, So here I am, just chilling, and chicks were just like, hey, how you doing? Da da da. And she'd come back all mad, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. It's crazy, guys. So yeah, anyone who wants to shoot fish in a barrel, go down to freaking San Diego, man. It's crazy. So here we go.
think about it, the more I just feel so disrespected and so hot and bothered and so icked out that I think if this happens anymore, it's going to be like an immediate no deal breaker because it fills me with rage. So I have 3 kids, 3 young kids. I've thought a lot about my pregnancies, my children, the children spacing, everything, the toll on my body. And I've decided that I'm done having kids. I'm open to step kids, but I do not want more kids of my own. I'm very upfront with this when I'm dating men. I put this on any dating profiles that I have. I
sure you do.
Early into a dating situation if I feel like this person is sort of marriage material. And anytime that a man says, are you sure about that? Or I think we could have one more. Or you space your kids out 2.5 years apart, time to get pregnant. Or like, well, what about having a little version of me? Or like any amount.
I doubt they say that.
They're just trying to do that to hit it raw, but basically, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I don't think that any man has ever said that unless she's talking to some foreign guy, because a lot of these foreign dudes are like all about having kids and their legacy and all this, because I don't think that this has ever happened.
I don't think so either.
But here's the thing, and Kevin Samuels pointed this out. A lot of men who are worth a damn. So what's the reason why they'll get married?
To have a family.
Yep, to have kids.
To have a bunch of kids, yeah.
So you expect this guy to come in and be a stepdaddy to 3 bastard kids, and he doesn't get any kids of his own, or he gets 1? Why would any
it's like
man sign up
negative
for that?
3 kids?
Yeah,
basically.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Sure, that's not like, oh, I totally respect that. I completely understand that. Is actually such a massive ick.
The only time that I would say, all right, there's a special case for single moms who like will give their kids to the dad. Let's just say that the dad's like a really successful guy, and she has 2 kids, and she just says, look, if you can take care of them, give them a better life, hey, rock and roll, and then I'll pay child support, that's a different case for a single mom. I wouldn't say to date her, but I would say that if you're really considering it, that's a case where you might need to make an exception. You know what I'm saying? Because she's doing the logical thing. And I've met like 2 girls in my life who did this. One of them's ex was like some type of attorney, blah, 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 you know? And you know, he was banging his secretary. So she left. But she was like, hey, look, the kids can stay with you because, you know, you have a big house and, you know, big, you know, 3 cars and all this other stuff. And she moved out of state and then pays whatever child support she can. Whatever. But so I guess, but I would still say a no single mom. So
because it just further illustrates to me that men think that what they want is more important than I want, that what I'm going to change my mind to center you, a stranger who I just met. They have no awareness on what it is like to actually be pregnant, to have a baby, the emotional disruptions, the physical pain that we are in, the disruptions to our lives, like how massive of sacrifice this is. What, do they not care that I already have 3 kids? So them wanting a biological child.
And guys, who would say that other than Nug Nug? You know what I'm saying? Who would actually say that other than this?
Pull out game, mate. Pull out game, man. I just don't pull out, bitch. For you motherfuckers that want to know, I don't pull out. It ain't weak, motherfucker. I don't pull out.
He's the one that's gonna be like, hey, yo, man, you have another baby by me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Is somehow more important than my body, my health, the fact that I already have 3 kids. It's just, it's a way that.
Okay,
so dating in
look.
That's like some cult stuff.
Wait, hold on.
I need.
Let's check these chicks out. Hold on. Therapist, business owner, ex-mo. I don't even know if that
I think ex-ho.
She's giving relationship tips. Why? Oh, this is that ex-Mormon chick. And now she's like hella anti-Mormon. Oh, okay.
Because they probably kicked her out.
Yeah. Jesus, her kid looks like a little Mormon kid, right?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I need to.
Hold on, guys. Let's go back here. They all look like children of the corn.
Okay,
You know what I'm
so
saying? Look at this piercing in her lips. Yuck. Look at that. Hold on. Dirt Queen?
Dirt Queen. Because she's a hoe.
Songstress. Birth worker?
men.
Feral Mama of Babylon, it said. Look at this.
The most profound gift you can give a woman. It is not your time. It is not your money. It is not a fancy house. It is not a nice car. It is your willingness to try and understand her.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
What in the world is going on here?
She was on acid or something.
Look,
She said that.
Snowboard. I mean, it's like Red Door. Is Red Door in the chat? Hold on. Red Door, please tell me you're here. Oh, look at this chick right here.
I am my mother's savage
Oh my
daughter.
God.
The one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stops.
She's not even barefoot in the song. She's wearing boots.
Oh no, these are these white chicks that are like, yeah, I'm like 188th Cherokee.
Yeah.
And then they like knock on friggin' Red
Yeah.
Door's door and be like, yo, can I get a dream catcher tattoo?
She's doing a little bit of Elizabeth Horan.
Oh!
This is
Come
cultural
on.
appropriation right here. This is
Trash.
actually what it really is.
Trash.
She's garbage at the guitar too, I bet.
And
She
of
just
course,
has
she has
one.
hairy armpits.
no, not the feminine urge to abandon all perceived obligations and responsibilities and allow myself to be consumed by the forest floor and all the
See, what did she say? A feminine urge to abandon all responsibilities, obligations, and responsibilities.
Yep.
Which, guys, put a 1 if you agree that that's true.
Yep.
the
Then she
creatures
gets on her back and opens her
that
legs.
reside
Of
within.
course, hairy armpits. Disgusting, dude. Look at this demon right here. What?
Okay, so the population is decreasing. Human beings can't seem to stay together anymore. Divorce rates are through the roof. There's infertility on the rise. Men are reporting less and less of a sex drive. Like, all these things are happening, right? And there's a lot of nuance to this and a lot of reasons, but I have a theory.
Here we go.
My theory is this: evolution.
No, it's
Evolution is my theory. Humans have completely dominated and overpopulated the entire planet.
Guys, once again, that's a myth. So for all you guys who don't know, the overpopulation myth was this one professor in England in the 70s, the 60s, said that within 10 years, the population is going to be so crazy that the UK is going to have to turn to cannibalism, and everything that he said has been debunked and disproved, and he was getting awards and stuff for decades. Guys, we have been on a decline birth rate rise since the 90s. We are not overpopulated, guys. And guys, there's plenty of resources to go around. Guys, feminism is the #1 cause of birth rates dropping, period. Is feminism natural, guys? Is feminism part of evolution? No. The natural state of people is not feminism. Put a 1 if you agree. Guys, if we get to our natural state, this equality, egalitarianism mindset, it cannot exist. If we go from first world to second world, I have a lot of background noise or clicking from someone. Please mute Trent if that's you, guys. If we go from first world to second world, right? Look at like Brazil. Brazil's, you can call it first world, but they're actually second world. You know what I'm saying? Venezuela, right there. Yeah, a lot. Eastern Europe, like a Moldova, they're kind of second world. You don't see them deviate from traditional gender roles. You have to have abundance to be feminist. You have to be abundance to have pro LDHD TV. You know what I'm saying? You have to have abundance to even ignore a whole bunch of our tribalistic tendencies. To actually think that like we don't need strong borders is because we have so much abundance. But scarcity means that you protect your borders real fast. You know what I'm saying? Scarcity means that you want to chase off those who have a different culture, who have a different look, who have a different real fast. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to protect what little resources there are. And that's why, guys, on this little tangent here. Trent, you're a little bit older. Trent, what was the one thing that Ronald Reagan said could make world peace? Snowboard, Trent, chat. What do you think that was?
Oh gosh, he said a bunch of things at the end of his second presidency. The biggest had to do with forgetting the past.
No.
He said like an alien race.
He said aliens. He said the only thing that can make human beings have universal peace is aliens, because there would be a bigger threat than everything else we have going on. And he's correct. That would be the only thing to make all the established us versus thems invalid immediately, is if there was some type of alien race or supernatural beings, and all of a sudden we're all just humans versus blank.
At this point of my life, I doubt even if that would work. To be honest,
it would. It totally would. Because here's the thing: if we got invaded by aliens, look at it would be all bets are. It would be. Here's the thing: when survival actually becomes a thing, right? What's it called? The enemy of my enemy is my what?
Friend.
The enemy of my
Thank
enemy,
you.
my friend.
Thank you.
Sometimes they aren't your friend, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once
You're
the
still going to
conflict's
have to
over,
die for protecting Israel from aliens, but
But
that's
here's
how
the thing,
it works.
guys. This was one of the
Make me laugh.
the biggest things that Marvel dropped the ball on was the whole snap thing, where half the world disappeared. And then when the people came back, right? They had to figure out what to do with all those people. And there was these refugee camps all over the world because those people had been gone for like 9 years or 7 years. If an event like that happened, it would completely change the world. Anyways, but yeah.
Well, the 2 points. First, when half of everyone disappeared. I mean, we had that happen in the Europe with the plague, and it resulted in a huge economic bump up because of all the people, suddenly getting monies from all the relatives that had died, and they're the last one of a huge family, and suddenly, they're rich, and suddenly they form families, and there was, in the aftermath, suddenly all the people on the farms were like, you're just an extra mouth to feed. We can treat you like trash. Well, suddenly the rich people, in order to have people to work the land, had to pay them real wages. And for like 3 or 4 generations, things got better for the poorest people because there weren't people around. Now, you do the Thanos snap, and half the people who were gone now jump back. And can you imagine?
Yeah.
Hey, I want my stuff back. I was
gone. And they reappear in the same place. So you buy this house and you're living in it, and 7 years later, someone just like appears, like, oh, hey, what are you doing here? So they really, really dropped the ball in like having like a series where they show like what they're doing to fix that.
Look, what happens when you immediately double the population?
Yeah.
And no one has been doing the agriculture for 7 years for
Look
half
at
the population.
Trent, look at the workforce after the 60s and the feminists, right?
Yeah.
No, and here's the thing. You know what really, 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 really chaps my ass? Well, what's gonna happen to all the low-paying jobs that the illegals are doing? Let's find out. If we kick them out, let's find out and see what happens. How about that?
Look,
every
time you have a labor shortage, the amount of pay that you get goes up, and a lot of labor-saving devices get introduced. I mean, the bottom line is, since the 1960s, since Ted Kennedy passed
anymore. Sorry.
Okay, so
I can't keep going.
Since we had Ted Kennedy do chain family immigration, we have had more people coming in. So America hasn't had to invest in labor-saving technologies. We've just always brought in more bodies. And that's why the middle class stopped being the middle class, is because we kept importing people because our companies got hooked on cheap labor like a drug.
Well, one of the biggest political switches that I've seen in my lifetime was the whole open border thing. Guys, my entire life, it was the Democrats who were close the borders, get these illegals out of here, right? And it was the Republicans who said, look, we want to have these open borders, free trade, agreements, or whatever. So
what changed in California?
Hold on. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. California and all these Democrats did this because the blue states are the most abandoned states in the union. And here's the thing: if they lose their population, if their population falls below an actual certain amount, guess what seats that they lose that are based on the population? Trent, you want to say?
Look, California hugely increases population with illegals, but most illegals don't vote. So you basically got lots of blue enclaves where the small group of people actually voted, and they've got the huge number of seats. And if suddenly all these people are,
is that's what Congress?
Yes, Congress.
Yeah. What I'm saying is they were on the verge of losing seats in Congress because their population was falling so quickly. So they're bolstering it with illegals. So now 2020, from my whole life before in 2020, it was Democrats who were pro strong borders, and then it just completely switched. It's crazy.
No, it's
completely nuts. So.
It is a strategy that the California Democratic Party, a bunch of people, including Leon Panetta,
Do you actually want
worked out to try and basically bury the GOP in California, and it worked. And the Democrats from California have been tried to do that with Biden and the open borders.
Yeah.
And the problem with all of that is they imported so many, not only foreigners, but foreign criminals. I mean, I saw something the other day that said,
Trent, no. Of course, you can't say that. They all pay taxes and commit less crimes, please.
The important thing is,
Trent,
in 2024.
Trent, that was sarcasm, bro. Come on.
Okay. I'm still trying to get my point across here.
Yeah, but Trent,
what flipped Hispanics nationwide against?
I have to get back onto the topic here, so like I can't have 10-minute long things.
It's not a 10-minute long thing. Just one fact I want to get across.
All right, let's
in 2024 there are about 25,000 murders across the United States. 14,000 of those murders were done by illegals.
Not surprised. So
all right,
yeah,
that is what flipped Hispanics against open borders, and that is what's flipping that. It is that which has done the reverse jujitsu that's put the GOP as for closed borders, and it just I look at that and I go, this is crazy. Over to you.
Yeah, but here's the thing: common sense is in short supply nowadays because anyone that speaks like us, it's so bad that someone had made a point. If you speak like how us on this panel speak, or anyone in the chat speaks in the UK, we would all be in jail. All of us have said things on this panel or on Snowboard's channel that if we were in the UK or in the EU, we would be in jail. Isn't that nuts to think about? We haven't even said anything too crazy. But guys, the UK and even Canada, we would end up in jail. That's a really good point that someone made.
Yeah.
Guys, can you imagine that we would seriously hear? Anyway, Judah, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. How you been, man?
I've been good, man. I just want you to know, a lot of times where I'm actually watching you and I'm in the chat, but I drive trucks for a living, so I can't always engage. So
watch out for those Indian dudes driving those trucks.
right, bro. Hey, listen, those foreign. That's why I'm glad you guys are talking about the topic. I know you're moving on from this, but real quick, I just want to add a tidbit. You mentioned that a lot of people complain about what would happen if the illegals were, extradited out of the country. What would happen to the low wage jobs? Well, I got a theory. I think that if the illegals disappeared overnight, I think the low wage jobs, logically, I would think that they would turn into high wage jobs because you need people to replace them. You want to incentivize the younger men of Gen Z to work these jobs. And here's a crazy idea. We all know that for the most part, yes, Gen Z is a generation that doesn't like to work hard, right? They don't like. But what I do know about Gen Z is that they are easy to incentivize. If you paid them a decent wage, I believe that a large portion of young Gen Z men would work those formerly low wage jobs. But this is the thing. Nobody wants to talk about this. They just want, a lot of times, especially when it's men involved. And I know you want to get back to it, but when men is involved, it's easy for the majority of people, which the majority I would feel in this country, the majority of the voice you hear would be feminists, right? Whether it's male or female, but it's a feminine mindset, a feminist mindset. But it's easy to overlook glaring problems if you can just blame men. Think about it. This is why we struggle with the immigration, because they'll just say that, we can't get rid of the immigrants because young men are lazy. It's like as long as they can blame a man, nothing changes. As long as they can blame a man, that's the end of it. Right?
Well, hold on. As long as they can blame certain men, meaning guys who look like Trent and Snowboard. Because for some reason, Muslim dudes and illegals, right? They don't blame them. You guys, I was laughing because Andrew and Tristan Tate got arrested. If they get extradited to the UK, it's like, isn't Andrew Tate Muslim? He'll just like walk straight out of jail. Right? The way that the UK is now, all he has to say is he's a Muslim guy, and they'll just let him straight out of prison. But Nick back, what he has the $10 says, these liberals think that they know better than God. He made the earth to sustain humanity. We have so much land, but these globalists don't want us to know that. Yeah, guys, people in the last 50 years, they think that they know better than people have known for the last 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years. When it comes to, how human beings work, how the species is supposed to go on, land use, all of that is absolutely nuts. And then we have East Coast says, show no pity. They chose the bear, not just any bear, the cocaine bear. There we go, guys. Yeah, so guys, these chicks in their 30s are they're completely cooked and they're desperate because once again, they usually get married in their mid to late 20s. They're usually married. Okay, there's two types. There's the single moms that had the babies, right? That never got married. But a lot of these chicks are ones who actually did get married when they were 27, 28.
Yep.
Had the kids, and then they've been married for like 7 to 10 years, and now they're divorced, and they're completely cooked. Right? And then there are ones who are just plain single. But this chick here you go.
Dating in your 30s is an adventure. I think we can all agree that the apps are the absolute trenches. They are a cesspool, complete cesspool. I feel like I am picking up the scraps. I'm scrounging around. I am sifting through the sand, trying
You live
to
in your
find
car,
a glimmer of
probably.
hope within. It's like I'm at an Easter egg hunt and everybody is frantically, desperately trying to pick up the last of the eggs. Maybe there aren't any eggs. Maybe there aren't any
You have
left.
no eggs left.
Maybe they're looking for nothing. Anyway, I want to know how people like in your 30s and beyond, how are y'all meeting people in the wild? Because like we're adults, I have a child,
There you
I
go.
work, like,
Oh, she's into all this spirit woo-woo stuff. She has a kid. Guys, I'm surprised she hasn't sacrificed the little bastard yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's horrid.
The freaking Beelzebub or some crap like that.
I live in a rural area.
Guys, if she stops aging at a certain point, we all know
Yeah.
she sacrificed her child for immortality. You know what I'm saying?
I don't go out, and the apps are the trenches. So how are we meeting in the wild? Because like occasionally I might see somebody in the wild who I think is good looking, right? And it's like, okay, first of all, he's probably married with 3 kids. He's probably happily married with 3 kids, or at the very least has a girlfriend. Also, how weird is it to just go up to a complete stranger who's probably married, probably has a wife way hotter and cooler than me, and just be like, hey, you're really good looking. Are you single? Like, that's fucking weird to do that.
Welcome to being a man.
Man, yeah.
Thank you. Modern women now have to figure out now how to operate like a man. And guys, she's talking like a 45 or 55-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Haven't I covered chicks that are in their 50s and 60s that are saying like, I can't believe that. But she's in her 30s. That's when things really, really fall off a cliff. Is when they're in their 30s. Especially, guys, if you're reasonably successful, if you're in decent shape, guys, I'm telling you, all of us guys on this panel, we're a little bit older. All you guys that are 19 to like 25, but by the time you guys hit 35, the world is your oyster. But guys, from about 28 to about 34, 35, guys, that's the time where snowboard. What happens to these guys that are in their late 30s, 20s and early 30s, who just start getting some good money?
Yeah, things will pick up for you. All those chicks.
No. What's the mistake that they make?
Oh, knocking up some
Yes,
chick.
they
Yeah.
add a woman to their life.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen, guys. If you actually think about it, if you actually think about the men that you know who are miserable, who got cooked, you think about right around 28, 29, 30, 31, right? That's when they really, 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 really messed life up. You know what I'm saying? That's
Does
when
the
they
chicks
got
get
some.
the baby rabies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
like half of it.
Well, in this particular woman's case, she is single with a child in her 30s.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but men in their 30s aren't going to marry a single mother.
Yeah,
Hey, just remember, just for the last girl there, a little bit of adrenochrome from her kids would probably fix it.
You know how to get there, man. Oof.
Detective, how you doing, man?
What's going on, fellas? How the hell are we?
Good, man. Good. Are you Canadian, detective?
Canadian? No.
Okay. I thought I heard an accent.
All American, 100%.
Let's go. Good to see you, man. How do
Hey,
you feel about these
listen.
30-year-old single moms being desperate?
It's disgusting, to tell you the truth. And this is coming from a guy who was married for 3 years. My old lady died, and here we
sorry
are.
to hear that, man.
But at the same time, though, going out into the dating market nowadays, you have the pick of the litter. I mean, you said it. You said it completely, 100%. You have the pick of the litter. The world is your oyster. But boy, oh boy, is it nothing but fat chicks and single moms?
Yeah,
With-
facts. Facts.
I
Detective,
think
how
you meant
old
to
are you
say
now?
pick from the litter.
Oh!
Oh.
Hey-oh!
Cat litter
Detective-
and or trash.
Yeah, big old
How old are you?
dumpster. 31.
He's 31. Yeah. So, guys, it's people in snowboard. You're what, 38?
37.
Yeah. So you guys are in the most. I don't want to say danger, but have it the hardest because you guys have cougars after you, and then all the chicks that are in your vicinity, based on your age, have that baby rabies, man. They have the baby rabies from 28 to 39, man. These chicks want a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they're after you guys. They're freaking jumping out of the trees like Predator. You know what I'm saying? With the shoulder cannon. Straight up. They're not playing games. And there's so many simps who get caught up all the time.
The
just
provider
make it
mindset. The provider mindset is I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but you have to decide, and you really, you got to feel your own oats and realize that, these women are after two things: a child and your money.
Yeah.
And specifically, those two are interlinked. I mean, you got to figure you have a child by some, despicable, just street trash. 18 years of your next paycheck are coming out, not months, not days, years.
Yep. And they say, "Oh, America's so advanced. We got rid of debtor's prison." No, we don't. You can go to jail for not paying taxes and
Debtor's
child
prison
support.
is called family court.
Yes. Thank you.
And
Guys,
by the way, that happened to my brother.
Oh, really? Damn. Guys, you have to. Here's the thing, guys. I don't even argue with these blue pill dunderheads, right? Guys, don't even waste your time. Just look them straight in the eyes.
You can't handle the truth.
And just walk away. Because, guys, they will get got. Guys, put a 1 in this chat if you agree with me. All these blue pill dunderheads, they will get got. It's not if, it's when. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. I've seen so many guys. Because I'm from woke Seattle, Washington. Because Seattle is the white woman single mother capital of the United States. Okay, the Pacific Northwest. Carlos X and all you guys that have lived in the Pacific Northwest too, sound off, guys. It's a single mother capital of the United States. Right? It's crazy.
100%.
So
sounds like green card heaven.
Matt's Canadian. He's trying to get his green card. He's trying to get his green card. Matt said, I'm coming to America today. Yeah, guys, really, when we say that you can't date these single moms, guys, and these 30-year-old chicks, some of them actually still look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They really do. But guys, that's how they rope you in. That's how they rope you in. And you never want to be cleanup dude, ever.
I would never download another dating app. I have downloaded.
She's in her 30s and she has turkey neck already.
More dating apps.
I
I
might be able to make
tried
that work.
the Holy app. That's like actually what got me to try again because I'm like, okay, another
Christian
Christian
dating?
dating app, but this one you actually have to fill out really intentional, faith-focused.
A butterfly
A single
What's
mom
your
trying to say she's faith-based, please.
Yeah. If I could just
Praying to God for a husband.
please. Let me get a trad 30-year-old plus single mother. Please.
Yeah, guys, this is why a lot of guys get their passports, because guys, the provider mindset's not bad if it's being
No.
reciprocated, right? The thing
Correct.
is women don't do their part. We don't have women worth providing for, and this is what I say is the craziest thing. Guys in this panel, guys in this chat, we are some of the most successful and highest earning men on the planet when you look at what our earnings are compared to the rest of the world. But why is it that Jorge in Panama can work at a pineapple stand and have a attractive, submissive wife, right, that treats him well, and he has 3 kids, but then here we have guys that are doctors, lawyers, he snowboard, he owns his own business. Trent,
Plumbers.
he's a successful guy, and we have these women who won't shut up, who disrespect us. It doesn't make any sense. You have a guy who swam across the Rio Grande. He stands in front of freaking Home Depot and does day labor, but he goes home to his wife, who puts an enchilada on a plate. But here you have guys that are successful, white, black guys, and we can't get that. It's just crazy. It makes no sense.
Well, and not to get too gross.
Guys,
but-
one at a time, please.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
Look, Basecamp had a show today. It's another YouTube channel talking about the hot girl economy. And it explained how the youngest, hottest girls wind up getting, sucked into the attention economy and wind up going places where men with good jobs simply are not. And they had a Swedish researcher that went deeply into all of this, and it jumped out to me. Hey, wait a minute! When you look at things like burlesque, when you look at things like OnlyFans, they're all part of this economic ecosystem that sucks younger women or women with delusions of hotness into a separate economy that feeds upon itself. And when women start to age out, they do things like open yoga studios or hair services for younger, hotter chicks. And they create this self-perpetuating network that takes these, relatively high-end women away from real men.
Yeah.
And we're stuck with the dregs. Over to you.
Yeah. Red Door. Hey, my friend. Red Door's here. Red Door, here you go. You remember how I was say, guys, there's these white chicks that find out they're like an 88th Cherokee, and then they're like, I want to get a dream catcher tattoo. Red Door, here you go. This chick's gonna be knocking on your door.
I am my mother's savage.
She's some hippie broad that dresses like a Native American.
Oh, she's
I
got
can
a
hear the
handlebar.
trust fund. The trust fund bells are ringing, and it makes me sick.
Oh yeah, guys, Trustafarians. I went to college with Trustafarians, guys, and they're all rich. Their families are all rich, and then they'll drive their BMW, park it far away, ride their bike to class, and then trash capitalism. It's like, you're using your daddy's money, you goof. So
Okay, this is where I'm going to meet him. But I guess I'm a hater because literally no one. And I just don't like the idea of like swiping through people like it's a freaking catalog. They do like a little warning, like, hey, you've been, doing like swiping through a lot of people today. Let's remember they're humans type thing, but it still felt weird. And then someone told me about the League app, which sounds a little bit weird. I was like, that sounds kind of, ugh. But I like it because you only
That's
get
the sound she'll be making from that too.
That's another thing that I can say, guys. Don't date chicks who have short hair, that have lesbian haircuts. That's another thing that I appreciate about South American chicks, Asian chicks, and Eastern Europeans. They don't do that short-haired lesbian haircut stuff. Once chicks start
If I saw a woman with short hair,
hold on.
oh, sorry. There's
They
a
don't
delay.
do the whole-
Sorry, there's a delay.
Do you have headphones you can use?
Let me see.
Yeah. Grab some headphones, man, because StreamYard acts strange on certain speakerphones and everything. So, but yeah, guys, they don't do that whole lesbian haircut, Karen cut foolishness on in those parts of the world. And the reason why women do this is because it's kind of like it's like disrespect to their husbands. You know what I'm saying? Because hair is a big thing as far as feminine goes, like feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say that because
sign of fertility.
Huh?
Long hair is a sign of fertility because
yes,
if the hair grows out long and luxurious, it tells you the woman has good health. If it comes out stringy and white, well, and that's part of the reason why the DC crowd buzz cuts their hair, because they're trying to avoid that male gaze. Over to you.
Yeah. Well, the thing is men have short hair. Therefore, long hair is the opposite of that. So it's the masculine.
Each day, so you're not able to swipe through. It's just like a set amount of people. You actually have to be intentional and look at them. So I got on the League, and pretty much, again, no one talked about Jesus at all. Like no one. And then one person did.
They all know, guys. What's the final form of a 304? Where's the final resting place? Yes. Yep.
They go through the religion phase.
The 304, the church floor pipeline is undefeated. Guys, hit the like button, please. Guys, let me check the likes. Really
I don't know. I'll give this one my immigration papers.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just like him, but he's younger than me, and that made me think like, okay, probably not gonna be interested in me. Okay, sorry, there's a fox running across the pasture. Anywho, he ended up liking me back, but then I'm like, okay, I'm a female. Okay, I'm the woman, you're the man, so I'm not going to ever message you first. Well, this man not only messaged me first, but messaged me like the most intentional, like long. It wasn't just like a hey Britt, what's up?
Yeah, right. It was copy pasted. That's what guys do.
AI.
He's younger than you. He just wants to hit the skins. You know what I'm saying? Chicks want guys to actually write them a dissertation every time. It's like, it seems like this is something that you like, because you think I'm gonna read your stupid profile and actually tailor right now? Oh no. Well, now they have ChatGPT. So
Pickup artists have been teaching using lots of canned things for women, and they've got even lists of different kinds of responses for different types of women that make it seem like you're being responsive when all you're doing is cutting and pasting. Over to you.
You guys remember there were chicks who were complaining that they thought guys are using ChatGPT on dating apps? Look at this.
Now, I do not say this lightly, but I think this might be one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen on a dating app. So my friend, she lives in the Bay Area, and she matches with this guy on Hinge. She thinks some of his photos look a little weird, so what does she do? She, of course, screen records and sends that shit to the group chat. Her first thought, and I quote, was, why do all of these photos look like stock images? Now, this is photo one, and as you can see, just like the background just looks so staged. This is another photo. Again, literally looks like if you typed into Canva, people hiking. this would come up. But the real kicker for me was this photo, where if you zoom in, you can clearly see that people's fingers are missing from the glasses. So of course, as myself and my friends are looking through these photos and looking at his profile, we're like, dude, these images are fully AI. I mean, I don't know about you guys.
So they use filters, they use makeup, they use certain angles. Guys, how many times have you seen that one chick who you thought looked good, but she only takes pictures from that upward angle, and then you go to the date to meet her, and you walk up to the restaurant, right? You sit down, and you look up, and who's walking towards you, guys?
A pair.
A freaking sea donkey's walking towards you. Like, wait a second, you're like 400 pounds. Well, you couldn't tell by my pictures? No, you knew damn well that that's what you were doing.
But this is really scary for me because we're now living in a world where you can basically fabricate your photos on a dating app. I mean, like, this is just weird. No, like, here he is doing yoga. Now, I'm blocking out this guy's face in the event that I am wrong about this, although
ridiculous. Guys, they've been doing this for years with all these filters.
Filters have been out there for what, 4 years now?
Yeah. No, longer than that.
Longer than that, yeah.
Longer than that. It's crazy, guys. They have the nerve to try and say men are wrong for doing this, please.
Welcome to my TED Talk of how terrible it is to date, especially in your 30s as a single mom with two beautiful little girls. What is going on? Like, you meet someone, you think they're wonderful, like you picture a future with them, they're practically living with you, they meet your kids, which is a big deal as a single parent. You end up breaking up the week of Christmas for a good reason.
Cause you're a ho ho ho.
Reasons. Moving away, like moving back home to have family. Like, I get it. But then not even 2 weeks later, like talking to someone else, posting about them, talking about how they love each other.
mean, like,
You're what they call a jump off. Guys, that's what a jump off means, right? It means, look, okay, usually there's a guy and he's trying to feel a girl out, talking to her, but he's like, hey, look, this chick's, I'm giving her too much attention. And guys, we've all done this, right? So what do? Start talking to another chick. And then what happens is the chick that you're actually interested in, you become that aloof, hard to get a hold of guy. You know what I'm saying? And that makes that chick want you even more. The jump off, she's maybe a little heavier set or a single mom, but it's easy. You know what I'm saying? So you're smashing her, or whatever. And then the chick you actually want all of a sudden wants to take it to the next level. Then with this chick, you gotta.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
That's how it works. Sorry, that's just the game, Guys, please hit the like button.
Like, it just makes you not want to do it anymore. Like, it's a sucker punch. And I was with someone for 10 years, had 2 kids, was married.
So why'd you leave him, you dunce? You're with them for 10 years. You guys, when they've been with someone for that long, they're really not made for anyone else. This chick is fully kind of acclimated to her ex. You know what I'm saying? And you guys don't think that ex is going to always have some influence on her? Come on, man.
And I met that person when I was 19. And now dating post that, like, I wish someone would have warned me how how bad it is.
Bet you would have stayed. Bet you would have stayed, huh?
I'm sorry, but the knowledge that divorced women with children in their 30s are not the highest dating priority has been common knowledge for the last 15 flipping years.
To us guys, but not to modern women. Trent,
Not-
you can't even call a woman average looking nowadays without them flipping out on you. You know what I'm saying? You know?
How dare you?
So you think that actually saying, look, having 2 kids hurts your value in the sexual marketplace? You think that they're going to listen to that or actually believe it?
Well, this points out the idea that you have this female delusional cloud that will not accept reality until reality comes up and whacks them in the face. And even then, they're going to blame men. Over to you.
Yeah. And the whole time they're getting whacked in the face by freaking Nug and freaking Gavin and all these losers, you know?
Yeah!
That's just how it works. But guys, she thought the grass would be greener on the other side, and it turns out there was no grass at all. Cooked.
And just how much it can make you feel worthless. But in reality, you know what you want, you know what your worth is, and you can't settle for anything.
Keep going, Trent.
This is a woman saying out loud that I wanted other men's privates in my private parts because I was dissatisfied with my husband.
But women used to know back in the day that if you divorced your husband or if your ex left or whatever, if you get a chance with another good man, you have to overperform. You treat him like he's a king because that's the only way that you can keep him around.
Well,
My
that
mom,
is
when-
knowledge that has been lost from the female space because, frankly, single mothers treat the second guy far worse.
Yep. And if they cheat, who does he cheat with? Their kid's dad.
With the original.
Yep.
Less than that. And I don't know, just solidarity for those single moms or single dads that are out there trying to find someone because
Single dads don't have a problem.
No, single dads actually that have their kids and that are functioning with their kids tend to be a much bigger prize for women because he's showing that he is actually the good father kind of guy that could have, take care of
Getting
your
back
kid.
into dating.
Sorry. Yeah. I agree. And guys, if you are a widower, forget about it. If your wife passed away, man, the chicks are all over you. They call those guys unicorns. It's crazy. If a guy knows that, if women find out that your wife passed away, man, they're all over you, man. It's crazy. So
that lie. Come in with a fake.
Getting
win-win.
back into dating as a 30-year-old single mom has been a wild experience. So let me just tell you something that I have taken, like the number one thing that I've taken away from it. Do not lower your standards. If he's picking you up, you stand there by the door until he opens your door.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Wow.
When you're parked, you sit in the car until he walks around and opens your door. If he doesn't walk around and open your door, you don't get out of the car.
You're waiting there
If he
for a
doesn't
while.
open your door, you don't get into the car. If you're walking up to the restaurant, he doesn't walk faster to go open the door for you. You wait until he opens your door. Same thing. He pulls out your chair. Okay? Don't be doing this shit yourself, ladies. You deserve more. You deserve somebody who's
Bad
going to put
advice.
the effort in. You deserve
This woman's insufferable.
deserve somebody who's going to plan the dates, not make you plan the date. You deserve somebody who's going to open the door for you. You deserve somebody that's going to make sure to take care of you, that's going to put you on the inside of the sidewalk, that's going to sit facing the
Delusion.
door so that he can make sure that the coast is clear.
Here, guys, I'm gonna drop her TikTok here in the chat, guys. Here, feel free to log in TikTok, guys, and let's let's give her what for. You know what I'm saying?
And that you are safe. You deserve that. Don't budge on that one.
Guys, here, let's look at this dunderhead right here. Look at, guys, you know how what I say about redheads, right? They're either gorgeous or they're gargoyles. We all know which one this chick is. Ugh. Look at this broad right here.
Oh, I love.
Ugh.
Well, that might be a green card option. Maybe.
Good luck with that.
No, she's too stubborn.
Look at these tattoos. Ugh, and her yellow teeth. Ugh. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, clown world there, the clown girl. Right there.
Where's that?
If you picture 147.9, there you go.
Let's see here. What a joke, dude. This chick is an absolute clown. Oh, look at I thought she had leg tattoos. Hold on.
Not yet.
Why would any man be a gentleman
to a dog?
To a used up, arrogant, ironic, single mom with stupid tattoos, with crazy tattoos. That makes no sense. Any man worth a damn is going to avoid you like the plague. It is as simple as that. Let's see. Single moms. Wait, hold on. I am so glad that you made this video because, damn it, I needed a good laugh today. Laughing face post. Oh no, dude, look at that. All right, here we go. Okay.
I've really been thinking about lately dating as a single mom in her 30s is how much my perspective has changed.
Look at those demonic tattoos on her neck.
On what I am looking for in a future partner. And the biggest one is I am looking for a father for my son. Number one, my son and I are a package deal. You do not get access to me without taking him into account as well. I am super grateful that my son does not have his dad in his life.
Look at that, guys. Look.
Wow.
At that, guys.
Wow.
Dang.
You want to know why she's happy the kid's not around? Because she's the heroine of her own story.
Oh, she's a heroine of her own story.
This girl's a junkie.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be, dude.
She's a Van
And I know
wearing junkie.
Disgusting.
that sounds harsh, because it's painful for him, right? Like, no one wants that. And, in a perfect world, that's not how it would be. But my son's father is not a good person. So I would have.
Why'd you have his baby, you dunce?
Yeah, no kidding.
You moron, you goof. Why? Why? Guys, this chick gave this not good person the highest honor that a woman can give a man, and that's having his child. That is the highest honor because, guys, when a woman has a baby, she's risking her life. Women die in childbirth. It doesn't happen that often in the West, but it could happen. So you're going to risk your life for someone who you admit is not a good person? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
Hated. I would literally hate if he were actively in his life behaving the way he chooses to, because I would hate if any of those characteristics rubbed off on my kid. All that being said,
They will.
no, I am looking for a father for my son. You know, you don't get off the hook. You don't get access to me without being ready to step up. You just don't. You don't. So I just think that's something that
Someone says what we have here is a 98 Honda Civic with a salvage title, 300,000 miles and a major accident, no maintenance history, and 26 previous owners who drove her hard. Oh!
Yep.
every other single mom should think about.
Oh, it gets worse, guys, because if you go to this woman's bio, you can see that she alludes to having the herp. Look, I'm going to try to say this.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
Snowboard called it.
The herp.
He did.
He was definitely with a heroin type guy. I know it was. I know she was.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Nicely as possible, but for a
I
lot
guess
of
that
men,
information wasn't in the Kelly Blue Who book.
In the Kelly Who book. Oh!
they would view this as settling. And so you're not only asking for a man to settle, but you're also requiring him, and you sound a little entitled, that he will need to step up to parent your child. Honestly, I can understand why men that are trying to date nowadays, they are calling a lot of women delusional. Because not only is
Iron Kettle put Kelly Oo's book.
We got the man and the bear laughing and eating. And the bear's
that is a
wearing,
wonderful
the bear's
meme.
wearing jeans.
That is a wonderful meme. It should be a homepage somewhere.
Oh no.
this woman telling you that you're going to need to step up, but you are going to have to then share potentially in a disease that she acquired during her fun phase. And she thinks that she's the prize. Oh, that sounds so mean, but I'm just trying to keep it real here, guys. Honestly, I think the bottom line is that the only way that this will work where she finds somebody is that she is really willing to give a lot. Like maybe she finds somebody that also has children.
Yeah,
And
Doc Ock on command. You know what I'm saying? You know, rusty trombone on command. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Or some friggin' dude that, hey, Matt, dude. I mean, your green card?
Are you
Would you
willing to
take
step
the risk?
up? Yeah, you willing to step up?
Oh, absolutely. For a green card, you name it.
I
The dating after divorce.
Here we go, guys. So this chick is 30, a single mom, and divorced. All right. Check this out.
First update for you guys because the dating after.
Say again.
She just needs some $250,000 worth of student debt, and she's mine.
Oh, she'll have that. She'll probably have that. Yeah.
After divorce update for you guys because I experienced my first if he wanted to he would guy. Totally changed my perspective on dating. I have watched so many videos from people sharing these different topics, but now that I've kind of like learned it myself, I cannot accept the bare minimum anymore. Quick recap, I was in a 12-year relationship, married for 5, took a year off of dating to figure out who I wanted to be, and then I wrote this list of what kind of partner I'm looking for. Went on 25 first dates up until now, and each date has taught me more and more about myself and also what I'm looking for. Now that I've gone on a couple dates with a guy who really showed up and did his absolute best to pursue me.
That means all the rest of the guys who you let right now you're gonna require guy number 26
Yep.
to friggin' do backflips.
Yep. And she won't even like that guy anyways after
No.
a certain amount
That's
of time.
true.
Yeah. Yep.
I've realized that he set a new bar for me. And unfortunately, he lives 3 hours away, and I'm just not willing to do long distance. But
But he has to do it, huh?
Yeah. The long distance guy. Yeah, because he's probably either married or has another girlfriend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he's just stringing her along because every now and then he's in her city, maybe for work, and he just, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
I am so grateful for this particular guy because now I laugh at every guy I have given my time and attention to previously.
Is that a good thing to say?
Nope.
That is a horrible thing to say.
Yeah.
I mean, does she realize what she's doing in terms of her own brand?
Disgusting.
I mean, I just look, single mother, divorced, and I've gone through lots of other guys before seeing you.
Yeah.
Where's the upside for any man? I mean,
Disgusting.
unless you're just trying to bounce a bed sheet. Over to you.
Yep.
Cactus put eat, pray, ho. Like
let me see. Wait, someone says every time it's always a woman. What does that mean? Let me see. Let's see. Julia's here. Tacticus, what's up? Northern Lights, how you doing? Kevin's here. Other Kevin's here. Time Travel's here. Maverick's here. What's up, guys? It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
That's how I feel about being single in your 30s and open to dating. But anyways, a little story time. I had this fairly muscular man come up to me at the gym today, and he was like, hey, I kind of noticed that we were looking at each other. And then we introduced ourselves. He asked what I was doing tonight, and I didn't have any concrete plans. And he was, obviously trying to do something together. But then he said that he had his license suspended. I was
That's
like,
when she
can
really
I
got
ask
wet.
how old you
Yeah.
are? He said 21. After I heard that, I asked him how old he thought I was. He said max 26 years old.
Oh, that
I
guy
told him I was almost
just
33, and then he
Oh.
asked me if him being 21 was too young. I obviously said yes. That's a no for me. I'm open to dating somebody that's a few years younger than me as long as they're mature. But 21?
When I was that age, I smashed
Oh,
a few chicks like
that's almost
that.
a
and it was pretty
12-year
fun.
difference there.
Yeah.
No. To be fair, this guy looked older than 21. I mean, it's a huge compliment, and I'm flattered. It's just been really fun and interesting becoming single in your 30s.
As a single mom.
And just
The
putting
thing is, this chick's not bad looking. You know what I'm saying? Not at all.
she's
but yes,
thin.
yeah.
That is the important thing. If you're in your female in your 30s and you're thin, you actually are in like the top 15 or 20%.
Yeah. I don't even
Because-
see tattoos, honestly. You know what I mean? But she has a bastard kid. Oh, she has tattoos, guys. Right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Cooked. Oops. Look at this.
You know how I realized as a single mom that it does not matter how much gray you have, how many kids you have, or what the fuck you have going on. Any man of any age is going to be okay with you, and you are never going to be alone. If you want some
Yeah,
fucking
you are.
love, you can find love. Okay.
Yeah, right. By some simp who they're gonna treat like absolute trash. Guys, Kevin Samuels put it the best. You guys remember when he was talking to that chick, and she was saying that all of her friends are all like successful chicks, and they can't find men, and blah blah blah. But then if they do find a guy who they earn more than and they're willing to be with him, they're gonna treat him like absolute trash, which is not fair to them. You know what I'm saying? All because they think that they're better than him. Trent, you were saying?
Look, single mothers have no problem in getting bedmates. They have problems in getting commitment. That's just the nature of being a single mother in anywhere. Let's be honest. And I keep hearing this delusion over and over again. I'm going, they really are in an alternate reality, aren't they? Over to you.
Guys, even lesbians have problems dating single moms. Do you guys know this? You guys know
They
that?
advertise it in their TikTok accounts.
Yeah. Yep. On let me see. Look on. There was this one chick where her whole thing was talking about how hard it was.
You pretty good at this game, little man.
Yeah, my dad taught me how to play.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, he come here and play with me all the time.
He be over here playing?
Yeah, he come here all the time and play with me.
You don't ever go to his house?
No, we just come over here. He just come here and play with me.
Okay. So it just be y'all two? Like you and your dad, y'all just playing the game?
Yeah, sometimes it's be him and my mom.
Okay.
Like they be by themselves playing their own game.
What you mean? What you mean? It just be them?
OMG.
Like they all play their own game that they play that I'm not allowed to play. So
Where do they play the game? Like what part of the house are they playing the game? And like do you see them? Like are you there watching them play or like are you somewhere else in the house?
no, they always go in my mom's room to play.
Oh, that's so bad.
You guys know it's true. I call them eggplant widows. Because guys, that's why a lot of lesbians they don't want to date chicks that have been with men because they know for a fact that these chicks will mess around with chicks for a little while, but when time comes to actually get serious and get married, they always return to the eggplant. Unc says about the redheaded chicks that she's in her 30s. That's a rough 30s, yeah. And then he said that women still confuse sexual relationship. I mean, that women confuse sexual attention with relationship. Hey, facts. Thanks for the $2. Well, the $4, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
And guys, hit the like button, guys. You guys are almost at 100 likes. So here we go.
If they say it's not for kids.
All right. That's cool. How long you think they be in there? Like, how long you think?
I had to knock to get food the other time, so it was long.
Oh, you be having a knock.
Yeah, they take a long time to play.
Okay. so he come here a lot.
Yeah, he come here a lot.
Like how much you say he come here? How much? How many days of the week?
Every day, but it's at like nighttime. He come at nighttime a lot.
At night, for real?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Shit, he know I be here with you playing the game too.
Yeah, he said he hates you.
He said what?
He said he hates you a lot.
He hate me?
Yeah, he hates you.
For what? Why he hate me?
He said he hates you because studs be taking everybody's girl.
Fair.
Yeah, fair. Right. Yeah. Temporarily, he's still smashing.
He be watching you when you come in the house, like from across the street, because
he said what?
Yeah, he be cleaning his gun across the street, waiting for you, watching you.
Holy smokes, Batman!
He know I'm a girl, right?
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, he still said that?
Yeah, he said he gonna get you if he got to. Yeah.
Not so manly now, are you?
Shorty. What, babe? Hey, I gotta go help my mom with the groceries. I just wanted to say bye and stuff.
Studs are so funny because they actually think that they're tough. You know what I'm saying? They really, 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 really do. And then all of a sudden they get the sense smacked into them, you know?
I'm 42 years old. I'm perimenopausal. I am twice separated from the fathers of my children.
Look at that.
I'm a late in life lesbian who doesn't have sex or a sex drive. I have started talking to myself constantly. I live my life completely alone. I have no friends.
Green card.
Probably by choice. Like 80%.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Choice. I'm in a job that I chose pragmatically because I needed a job. But I'm a creative person. I'm a whimsical person. And so my soul feels like it's just aching all the time. And I'm noticing that I feel less and less connected.
I can't, guys. I can't. Look at this.
If I could give my fellow
Oh, I got this one saved. Guys, watch this. And then we'll get back to the regular 30-year-olds. Guys, watch.
If I could give my fellow studs some advice, bro, stay away from the women that got kids, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to hate film, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like low-key this be like a canon event for a lot of studs. But, bro, stay away from the women that got kids. And let me tell you why. One of the main reasons why I say stay away from women that got kids is because you can be an active participant in that kid's life. You can literally be another parent to that kid. But once the mama get mad, you know what you want to hear? It's not your baby anyway. If you and old girl decide to break up.
Look at that, guys. Saying all the same things to us, guys. As a matter of fact, guys, this is what tomorrow's live stream is going to be about, right? Guys, tomorrow's live stream is going to be all about
lesbians, 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 lesbian, lesbians, lesbians, lesbian, lesbians, 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 lesbians.
The thing about single moms that you have to understand, and divorced moms that become single moms, is their biggest power trip in life is denying their baby daddy fatherhood. Straight up. That's what they want. That's their biggest emotional investment in. This is something that I have power to do to a man I don't like. I can deny them fatherhood forever.
Well, that's why in Kentucky, when they started doing automatic 50-50, a divorce rate went down like over 30% because it gave men power back. And women realized that they don't have the power. They can't make a power play.
It's always been about power. All right. And until you get that Kentucky law everywhere, I mean, if you want to have higher birth rates and have more stable families, a divorce system where the man automatically gets half the time out of any year for child custody, and there's no child support because both sides get the kids for half a year, so there's no reason to have child support. Suddenly, oh my God, I no longer have the power, and I can't rob him of child support to spend on me. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You guys might ask yourself, how in the world did they get this much power, guys?
How could they cut the power, man? They're animals. I want you.
Guys, there's
it used to be that men always got the children in divorce, and sometimes
no-fault divorce. Yeah.
I'm not sure when that changed, but when it changed, it was a change for the worse.
It was the 60s. Before then, the children were property of the father. Period. That's how it's always been all throughout Western history, and that's how it is in most of the world stuff. Guys, here's the thing. Guys, the West is a very small place. And guys, here's the thing. All of your friends, especially people who especially if they're liberals, woke, whatever, there's one question that you could ask them that proves how stupid or ill-informed they are. Ask them, guys, what percentage of the world is white? Trent, Matt, Snowboard, what percentage of the world do you think is white people?
Probably like 10%.
If it's 15%, if that.
Snowboard?
I think you've said it's 9.
They say it's 8 to 12%. Let's just say 9%. If you ask these dunderheads, especially in the United States, they'll say 60%. I've heard someone say 75%. Guys, 80% of the earth is Asian. 8 out of 10 people on this planet are Asian. Think about that. between
Eurasia,
India,
a really big fragging place.
China, Korea, Japan, Azerbaijan, and Central Asia, Malaysia, right? Come on, man. The Philippines, actually, it's like 77% are Asians. Think about how insane that is. And people honestly think, oh, well, you know, because the United States is still 69% white, that Europeans' descent must make up that worldwide. Did you forget about Africa, Asia, the Middle East, South America? Like, what are you talking about? That just shows how stupid people really, 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 really are.
Guess what?
You guys see that one LDHD TV cruise where they tried to dock in Egypt and in Turkey? They thought that they were gonna. It was a whole bunch of gay dudes on a boat. They thought that they were gonna dock in Egypt and found out.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
There are easier ways to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Her kid going right with her. I feel like the time, the energy, the money, the effort that you put into help her with this kid, it just gets taken away with one argument. Just stay away from that shit, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, your life will be a lot more peaceful if you stay away from that. So I feel like the women with kids should date studs that have kids. So if you're a stud that's childless, do not have no relationship with no woman that got no kid.
Guys, here, let's take a little break because it's been a while, right, guys? Here we go. Sobor, this is for you, pal. It's me to my sperm donor because he can't stay off drugs and out of jail and is on the RSO, guys. Okay.
Oh yeah.
She got with one. Yeah. I can tell she got with one. Oh man.
Well.
Here we go.
You enjoyed your time at the beach.
When he thinks his son's getting his last name after lying and disrespecting and ignoring me during his pregnancy.
Wow.
Look.
Well.
Oh no. Hold on.
Name.
There's another one. Hold on. Coming over scary. It's so scary.
It's the sun to me.
Well.
Guys, this will never not be funny. This will never not be funny, man. Come on. And people, you guys remember when that one idiot was in the comments like, this is kind of racist. I am black, you dunce. And I think this is hilarious. Because all these chicks, they're not getting pregnant by black men that are actually productive, upstanding members of society. Oh, no. It's 0 to nug in freaking 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's just a little bit of dark humor.
Oh! You know what's nuts?
We're not saying hard R unless it's father.
Oh! I see what you did there, right? Guys, if you watch comedies from the 90s and the 2000s, this was the type of humor that was going around. Did you guys see that when Knucklehead Obama got elected, right? The media started pushing the racial narrative. It jumped by like 800%. Meaning there was an 800% jump in things that they tried to make seem racist, you know? But guys, I honestly believe that the 90s and the 2000s were like the golden age of like post-racist America. You know,
they were
there, you know? So I could have saved myself a lot of heartache if I would listen to my brother-in-law when he said he's a loser. Look at that.
You fucking hear me, bro?
Damn.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
Yeah, guys, the race card's not out. Sorry, let me break that out really fast, guys. We'll do one more here. Hold on. You're literally someone's dream girl.
If it's a nightmare.
Oh, well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
Hey, guys, we hit 100 likes. Hey, thanks for that, guys. I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you.
I've had about as many wells in the last 2 days going to Dallas pools than I have had on this channel. Think about that.
Yeah. I don't get it, guys. I really, really, really don't. You know, like my friend Satchel, his wife is white, but he's career Air Force. Man, he's some a high-ranked officer, but they've been together since they were like 17, and they're in their 30s now. And he's black as an ace of spades. You know what I'm saying? And why? But they're happy. They have 3 kids. Why? What? These chicks just can't find a guy like him. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, guys. All right, guys, here you go.
Divorced at 33.
This chick's gonna tell us her divorce story, and then we'll switch gears. Well, guys, check this out.
I got divorced at 33 years old, and I'm finally ready to talk about what happened. And after 6 years, I finally want to share my story. So I got married in 2018. I had been with that person for 4 years before that. We did, quote unquote, all the right things. You know, we were together for 3 years. We got engaged. Then we had a year-long engagement, so we didn't like rush into it. Didn't have a super big wedding. I saved $10,000 for the wedding. I was like at the highest high before I got married. You know, I started my business. I was in NP school. I was just really thriving. And then I got married, and I felt like for those 2 years, you know, everything was going my way. You know, everything was going as planned. We were starting to talk about having kids. And then my ex went away. He was on a trip for quite a while and for his job. And when he came back, I'm going to spare some of the details, but
of course, because they're going to make
he
you look
came
bad.
back. I was working the night before, and basically, you know, he sat me down. I was working night shift at the time. And I had to come back the next night, and I slept, and I was just so excited to see him.
Get to the point! For the love of God! Why do they talk so much and say so little? Guys, come on! All these TikToks that are like 5 minutes long, guys, I swear, if I were to ask Trent or Matt or Keyshawn or anyone else, I was married for this long, my wife did this, it sucked, story over. Why do they talk so much? Why? And you guys, what really, really made me like notice this is when Kevin Samuel started taking calls from these women, and he'd be like, "Look, you got to get to the point." You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? It's like you've been talking for like 3 minutes. If you don't check these chicks, they'll just go on and on and on and on and on, guys, and they never have anything good to say. All it is
well, if women are big on nonverbal communications, having a lot of verbal communications, I mean, is secondary they're looking at each other and doing their judging. I mean, let's be honest. If the non-verbals are very, very important, long talking is a way to draw out more non-verbals.
That's true.
Over to you.
Yep. Elam, thanks for the gems, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication, and I want my croutons, please.
And when I woke up, he was like, sit down. He had made me coffee. Like, sit down, we need to talk. And there was really no talking. It was, I don't want to be married. I don't want to have kids. I don't want to be in this relationship.
Good.
And honestly, I blacked out most of what happened after that. But I called my mom. I called.
You guys know what this means, right? She was pressuring him to get married the entire time. And finally, he sacked up. Unfortunately, he signed on the dotted line first, but at least he sacked up before they have kids. You know what I'm saying? And guys, that brings us to the advice section. Guys, let's do this quick, right? Let's do this real fast. Let's do this. 1 second. Oops. Let's do this.
That is a nice card there, AJ. I like that.
What's that?
I like your Clown World AJ advice card. That is whoever did that for you did a very good job.
You know what this is copying? Hold on. Hold on. You guys remember this? Hold on. Oh, damn it. Now I gotta share it. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, that's killer.
But guys, please, you cannot let a woman shame you into marrying her and having kids and moving in with her. You can't do it, guys. I'm telling you. You cannot. By the time you're in your mid-to-late 20s, you need to be steeled against shaming by women, especially. Okay, this guy probably thought that it's time to do the right thing, or he was being pressured by his mom or his sister or whatever. So he went along with it and he got married, right? And then when he was on that work trip, he had enough free time to be like, man, I made a mistake. And good on him, because for having the balls to actually go through with this. Because a lot of guys, they would just sit in misery for years and years and years, and then she would have kids, and then she's just a total battle axe demon, right? But he actually sacked up. So guys, good on him, right? Because if something doesn't feel right, if it's not logically sound, if it's a bad idea, if you've thought things through, if you've done a good cost-benefit analysis, and it's not the thing you do, guys, don't do it. Don't do it, because you're better off looking like the asshole not doing it than actually having to undo it once you've done it. You know? Guys, your most valuable asset is your time. You know what I'm saying? It's the most valuable thing you have. Because being pressured into doing things that you don't want to do, you know, is one of the easiest ways to waste time. To have this, and what's even worse is not only are you wasting the time that you were using in that thing that you weren't supposed to do, but then you have to use that time that you have to rebuild. That's wasted time, because you should be farther ahead than you were. How many times have you seen guys do these things, especially you guys remember that one guy, Trent, and the Yu-Gi-Oh player that went viral last year because he said that his fiance or his wife, so he had a YouTube channel that was successful. He had like 140,000 subs. He would do Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, and then he would play his instrument on the street. Like he was like a trumpet player. And he was making a really good living doing that. That's what he liked doing. He was making money from his passions. He didn't have a car because he'd take the bus. You know, he had his own place. And his wife, who didn't even have to work because he made so much money. But she's like, oh, well, I don't want to be with a guy who's just a YouTuber and a Yu-Gi-Oh player. So she pressured him. He sold his Yu-Gi-Oh cards, sold his YouTube channel, went to college, right? And got some office drone job. Well, then he's like, well, I need you to start paying half the rent. Why is that? He's like, well, because I don't make as much money. And then she ended up leaving him. Guys, you have to do what's best for you first. That's just the way that it works, guys. And women actually have more respect for guys who say no. Guys who actually say, no, we're going to do this. And guys, all it is, people think that my way or the highway is a bad thing. If you are a man, guys, my way or the highway is the exact way to do things. What a joke. What
you will regret not setting boundaries with women. Guaranteed. You will have a much better life to have several boundaries and enforce them hard from the beginning. And if a woman bounces off your boundaries, you are better off. Over to you.
Yep. You saved yourself time, guys. That's just the way it works. So let's go back here fast. Let's do this. We'll watch one more, and then we'll switch gears here. Hold on. Look at this.
So me and my husband would have celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary next month, except we decided to get separated 3 months ago. And the past 3 months of my life have been so fucking random. I can't even begin to explain it. I feel like I turned 30 and then life just completely changed. I actually turned 31 in September. All of a sudden, I've gone from being with a man since I was 19 to being single, living in my parents' house for the time being, picking up a few extra jobs because what else am I going to do with my time? Running an online business, coaching women, which I love. But I thought I was going to be 30, have the white picket fence, have the kids, have everything sorted. And I have never felt more lost in my life. On paper, even in this position, I'm quite privileged. I can live with my parents for cheap. I can work online. I haven't had to quit my job. I've moved like 3 hours north. I haven't had to quit my job. I've been able to take everything with me. I'm blowing up on social media at the moment. That's really cool. Like that's only happened in the past couple of weeks. But I have never felt so lost in my entire life.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. I told you guys, all these chicks have a man-sized hole in their heart. Women want relationships more than anything else. Anything else. That's just how it works, guys. These single moms, these corporate chicks, they all want men in their lives committed to them. That's just how it works, guys. It doesn't matter how old they are. That's why you see 70-year-olds on dating apps. What a joke.
I am a coach, and I coach women in the health and fitness thing, and I've lost
because she should be telling anyone to do something, please.
Those that can't coach. Like the most confident version of myself that I've genuinely never liked myself or loved myself the way that I do now. And I equally have no idea what I'm doing. I've got no idea what I'm doing with my life. Am I going to be saving to buy a house? Am I going to go and live with flatmates? Am I going to go and live overseas because I've got my online business? Am I going to leave my dog here? Am I not going to leave my dog here? What do I do? What do I do? I've had this vision of my future with someone, growing old with that person, having a family with that person, all of this. And then all of a sudden being just fucking kicked into a completely different reality, living with new people, a new suburb. I cannot help but feel like my life is just starting, or it started again. And I don't really know
what I'm doing. And I'm posting this because I don't want to be a completely different person online to who I am in real life.
Does she have a really kind of evil look to her? You know what I'm saying? He has no. Here, let me make this bigger. You know what I mean? Like, look at how
If I
she's
want the two
looking
to blend
in the camera.
because
Doesn't she have a very like shifty look to her eyes?
I don't want to have to present in a certain way. Anyone else out there going through this?
Cooked. Guys, anything else on the
She
topic
strikes
before we
me-
switch gears here?
She strikes me as the Wraith off of Stargate Atlantis. You know when they stick.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Suck the life out of you.
That's a
Yeah.
great show too, guys. It really is. Guys, did you ever see Stargate Universe?
Yes, that's my favorite
I
show.
know, and they canceled it.
Yeah,
That was a
I got
great show.
so
With,
much to tell you
Phillips,
about that show.
Ming Na, Robert Carlyle. Man, that was a great show.
I have so much information to tell you about that show. You
Really?
blow your mind.
Stargate, this whole series from the very first movie to the very end was just consistently good because
Yeah.
they evolved the universe in a way that was rational and made sense.
Yeah.
I
You know,
mean, you don't see that in modern television.
Yeah.
Period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most people don't understand is if you watch Stargate Universe and you applied the electrical universe theory to the entire show, everything about that show just sinks right into place.
Well, that's how Star Trek used to be until recently, right? Everything mapped on, and then they just went all crazy, right? Because here's
Yeah.
the thing: if you establish science in your show, right,
Mhm.
or rules, you have to be consistent. And Star Trek was one of the best shows at doing that. And then Picard and Discovery and all this crap, they went completely off the
I think
rails.
the peak Trek for me was actually DS9.
You know what? I used to not think that, and because to me, Next Generation was. But then once again, going back and watching DS9, I believe peak Trek is DS9. It has the most memorable characters, villains. You do Dukat on there. That Kai Wynn chick, I forgot all about her. She was the Dominion's cool. The only thing that I can say that that Star Trek didn't do was they're fighting a war, but where are all the infantry and the troops? Why do they have Starfleet officers huffing it with weapons? That makes no sense. They clearly have non-commissioned officers, and then they have, but where are they at? You know what I'm saying? It didn't make any sense.
They in the later series they did the cartoon Lower Decks thing to try and introduce those people. But
yeah,
God, I pulled my hair watching those episodes. Over to you.
Yeah. I can't watch anything Picard or any of this crap. And now Star Trek's cooked. But guys, have you watched The Expanse?
That
yes.
was wonderful.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
space battles were actually really cracking physics.
Yeah. Top 3 greatest sci-fi shows of all time. I would put Star Trek up until I actually think anything past Voyager is trash because Enterprise was trash too. But that and then Battlestar until the end, the remake of Battlestar Galactica, and then I would actually put The Expanse and then Stargate. But The Expanse was awesome.
You know what? I'm gonna throw you something really crazy here. You can laugh all you want at this one too. But the reason why I watched Star Trek and all these and Stargate and all of these science fiction shows like glued to the television as a kid is because something was so off about them until I learned about Gene Roddenberry's association with the U.S. industrial complex. And I'm just like, holy mackerel. I honestly think that all of this stuff is a form or a very, very integrated form of gaslighting the public of release or informing the public of technologies that they already have and then telling us that they don't actually have it, hiding it in television shows.
Yeah, well, understand that at least in Star Trek, when you always had Spock looking over that little shell thing, that was actually a World War II radar setup that they were using.
Yeah. I think it's funny because
when you look back at a lot of technology from World War II, and you look at the CICs that they built, and you look at the bridge, you go, "Wait a minute."
Do you guys? There was an episode. I mean, there was a live stream, and I think I had told Trent this, and we were talking about World War II. And you guys remember that? I think Lenny was on the panel, Steve was on the panel, and this one guy calls in, and he was one of those like conspiracy theorist guys. He's like, "Oh, I don't see that. There's no way that we could have got from like zeppelins and biplanes to jets and nukes. It had to be aliens." I'm like, "What?" So you think that like, huh?
I've got something to plug into that, and he might not be completely wrong about that.
He is completely wrong because the majority of things that we developed in World War II were actually invented and patented in the mid to late 1800s. There was just no practical application. So imagine that World War II is kicking off, right? And you have the actual concept of radar, the actual patent was made in like 1880. There were submarines in the Civil War.
Yeah, almost everything that you saw in World War II were technologies that were around for 50 years, had just finally come to fruition.
And imagine, Matt, let's just say that you have a concept for a jet engine.
Okay.
You don't think that the Department of Defense has a whole bunch of people looking through all the patents and saying, "Look, call this guy. Hey, are you Matt Fenris?" And you pick up your, your telegraph that they, we'll write you a blank check to develop this. Next thing you know, in 2 or 3 or 4 years, bam, we have jets. Bam, we have radar. Bam, we have nukes.
There was a jet engine that flew in World War I. They just didn't understand the aerodynamics of it. It caused the airplane to burn up.
Yes, but there was cars in like 1867. There was automobiles. A Mercedes had actually built a car that ran in the mid 1800s, and it could run on gas, electricity. There was electric cars in like 1915 or 1918. So these things that just happened all of a sudden didn't just happen. They were already there. They were just, you remember, what's it called? A necessity is the mother of innovation.
Well, necessity is the mother, just period.
Yeah, and war creates the ultimate necessity, right?
Yeah, well, look at what has happened with drones in the Russo-Ukrainian war.
Yeah.
I mean, the little cheap drones have been around for like 20 odd years.
Yeah.
It was just, the Ukrainians were in an existential war, and they didn't have the right tools. They couldn't get artillery shells, so they put grenades under drones to do the same damn thing.
Yeah.
And look at what has happened since 2022.
Yeah, the whole aliens thing. It's like, what?
Can I get a word in?
But okay. Okay. Yes, but when I'm done talking, it's my show. All right. The whole aliens thing is in interjecting. And here's the thing, Matt. You probably have a logical reason why you believe this, but I'm talking about the guy that was on this thing where he was going from like, there's no possible way that human beings could have thought up the nuclear bomb. There's no possible way. I'm not saying that anyone on this panel is saying this, but when you think that aliens beam this knowledge down to us to fight in a world war, it just doesn't make any sense when clearly you can logically go from A to B to C to E to F and see how these technologies have become a thing. Matt, you were saying?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'm just thinking that some of these technologies may have been around for hundreds of thousands of years. And I actually had some interesting debates about this one on Snowboard's channel that I honestly think that when you start looking at ley lines and stuff, when they're all geometrically aligned with the planet's surface and stuff, that these are actually plasma-based waveguides and that they are essentially a power source. And now when you start looking at interstellar operations of, say, these different plasma tubes that exist up in the ionosphere, once you introduce certain frequencies that you could actually use vortexing patterns to be able to extract the waves and turn it into a feasible power source, that would allow you to jump faster and light and things. And I honestly think that the whole concept of looking at a physicist, no, you can't go faster than light nonsense, needs to be looked at a little closer here.
I've never met a physicist who said that.
I have. I've had it's been a couple shouting matches at the university.
Because here's the thing: they're to say that it's impossible is stupid, improbable, or that we don't have the mechanism to do so. But if time is linear, you should be able to travel back and forth in the same way that you can travel through space, right?
Well, here's my point here. One of the problems that I have a lot of problems with physicists with is that they're not using an electrical model of the universe, because the minute you start using electricity, so the minute that you understand that your environment that you're operating in is basically confined with electrical plasmas, once you start understanding the speed of light may not actually be a speed, but an actual phase adjustment, then what you might be looking at is different speeds that operate in and out of different electrical phases. And it's just a matter of using electrical topology to be able to phase in and out of these things and travel the kinds of velocities.
Once again, that's the mechanism that you would need to use to travel faster than light, which goes back to what I just said. It's the mechanism. Once again, why do you think that they have light speed or warp bubbles or hyperspace fold? There's something to phase you into that travel phase. So you are correct, right? I think that they're just trying to figure out the mechanism. They just don't think that there's ever going to be one, which I think is ridiculous. Because at some point there's going to be look at climate change, right? Or like green energy. When green energy becomes profitable, guys, we're going to have a whole lot of innovations in green energy. That's just the way it works. When there's a way to make a lot of profit off of doing it, right? We're going to do it. When there's a planet that, like on Avatar, that has unobtainium, that has like multi-trillion-dollar resources, and it takes 70 years to get there and back, we're going to find a way to get there real fast. Trust me. We just need to have necessity. Right now, there isn't one. Matt, you were saying?
I think we do have a necessity. I just think that it's bad politics that keeps it away from us. Like, I'm convinced that this technology of jumping that kind of velocities has existed for more than 256,000 years on Earth, and I have a very interesting argument to be made about that. And I honestly think that part of the reasons why we start looking at aerospace corporations like Lockheed and Raytheon and Harris and all of them, they're running around aimlessly all across the Middle East and blocking people from accessing certain areas. It's because they're studying the components of a technology that's very ancient. And I see, for instance, there's a bunch of people that think, we must have had cell phones hundreds of thousands of years ago because we keep finding certain anomalies, like, for instance, the Antikythera mechanism. And I'm convinced that when I'm looking at my profession here, that we may have actually had those types of quote unquote types of microchips, like you might say, but they look like a different form factor. Like, for instance, if you were to take mercury isotope 199, gold 199, sulfur 105,
I just hold on.
Silver 105, you get these isotopes.
What? Okay. Why do you think this is not like just everywhere, right? Because if this was actually a thing, you would think that like this would be that the amount of profit and money that could be made discovering or rediscovering this would be huge. Why do you think that this isn't just not completely everywhere?
Because there's an immense force beyond politics beyond our perception right now that
just don't want to make money.
No, that are aimlessly keeping us grounded intentionally.
Because they don't want to make money.
No. It's more than just money. Like, you have to understand something, AJ. Let's assume for a second, just hypothetically work with me for a moment. Let's say you or Trent here have managed to figure out how to create a little cube device that can fit in the top of your hand and power up all of Los Angeles 5 times over. And every human being on Earth could have this technology, and that you could 3D print it in your basement. Okay, let's just assume for a second such a technology exists in your possession. Okay, the problem with that is now all of these people, all the mass corruption that you see around the world, can't have access to you.
You're wrong.
anymore.
I'll tell you why.
Why is
Because
that?
if it was me, I would make it and charge people for it. I do the Lex Luthor. I charge people for it. And I'd make the money.
You wouldn't be able to.
Yes, you would, because
No, you wouldn't, because
you
everybody
just
else
hold
would
on. You just said that it would be 3D manufactured, right? So who would do the manufacturing? Me. I own it. It's mine. So I own it. I'm charging for it. It doesn't come out of no.
AJ, do you remember what happened with Bonds and Flashman and Cold Fusion?
What's that?
Cold fusion. The whole thing of we found cold fusion inside palladium metal, and how the world dropped the hammer on it because the physicists couldn't get it to replicate. But if you follow the technology, they've actually managed to get some stuff that's replicatable. But one of the things that jumped out at the time was if suddenly you had a cheap and available power source that is 6 months, a year, 3 years down the line is going to be available. What happens to all the existing technologies?
I get it, but someone has to own the means of that power source. The regular,
that's the point. If it's a new physical principle, no one can patent it.
But someone will be able to at some point.
Not until your government collapses.
Okay. But even the machinery that makes this stuff, it's just not free. It might be the process, fine, but to make it on an industrial. Okay, I can make a dam in a river. Let's just say that I have a river in my backyard. I can make a dam, right? I can even make a dam that can power my house if I can afford to do it, right? If I can actually get the right components. But to make it on an industrial scale to power my neighborhood, the people who make those pieces and stuff, they own that. They're going to profit off of it. Sure. There is no such thing as free energy. Cold fusion, fine, but to power a continent, someone's making money off of that.
Well, look, the reality is if you had a cheap, limitless energy that's easily manufactured, and the net value, the present value of oil would suddenly go crater. And all the synergies built in world economies,
I'm just saying,
around, we expect this particular market to be this particular cost going forward, and suddenly everything is knocked out from under it. There are huge economic fallouts from the knowledge that it's coming.
I get it. I just think that there's this thing where and look, there's people who act like it's kind of like the noble savage theory. You guys know what the noble savage theory is?
No, I never heard of that, actually. Can you please
explain? The noble savage theory is when all these woke anthropologists and stuff think that, the poor Africans and Native Americans and indigenous were just so much more noble and awesome and lived in utopia than the evil white man came. These Europeans who were warlike and horrible people, the poor, indigenous people, they lived at harmony with nature, and there was no war, and they were people too. I don't do that with ancient technologies and ancient people. I don't think that the people 5,000 years ago somehow knew more than we knew now. When even they look at how early that they died. Oftentimes they died at 25, 28 years old. They could even cure diseases or not die of tooth infections, but they had this advanced technology. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So we'll we'll have to agree to disagree. But guys,
Okay, well,
this
another. Okay, all right. Well, if you want to continue, that's fine. But if you.
But hey,
want
Matt, this means Matt and Trent, we need to do a live stream about anything in history that you want to talk about, and then you guys can have the floor to talk about anything you want, because we haven't had one in a while. So you guys are more than welcome to. Hey, I'll give you guys the floor. And you guys say anything you want, because I was talking to Trent about World War II.
Yeah,
women don't get, like, they think that it's a joke how interested that men, well, especially older men, are in this stuff, right? Like women do. This is why you watch these like film reviewers of these young girls who will like film themselves watching movies, and they'll watch like Saving Private Ryan or whatever, and they're shocked at how violent that war is, at how crazy combat is and stuff, and they're so disconnected from history and from how the world was and how the world is that they're just shocked. Whereas us men, we think about this all the time. There was that whole thing. Ask your boyfriend how often he thinks about Rome. They think it's stupid that we think about the Roman Empire.
Look, the Roman Empire, when you get down to brass tacks, is the cultural DNA for a lot of Western nations today.
Yeah.
I mean, you to know where you are currently, you have to know where you came from. And as far as war is concerned, look, civilizations are made up of those that have won wars, because civilizations that didn't win wars were destroyed and subsumed into the civilizations that did. I mean, that's just, it's Darwinian selection for civilization is the ability to win in war.
Yeah,
that's really fragging important if you're a man.
Well, also too, people don't get like, oh, the United States goes to war for oil. So what? Guys, tribes
really fragging important.
Yeah, tribes have gone to war over resources and territory forever, and I'm tired. Guys, I have the live stream. You know what I'm sick and tired of? Guys, I don't care about American foreign policy. I'm a beneficiary of it, so I don't care. Oh, America does. You think I care? I'm done trying to apologize for America. I'm done, guys. We went in, we got some oil. Venezuela, I don't care. If it makes the gas go down, I don't care. Because you cannot shame me and make me care. Because look at Africa. They're going to war over all types of stuff all the time. Asia, all the time. That's what tribes do. We just happen to be the biggest, the baddest, and the best. But somehow we have to apologize? It makes no sense. You guys know that if America showed any major amount of weakness, they would attack us. That's how it works. That's how it works, guys.
I guess I'm just saying that, when you guys are going to war for oil, for instance, you've got enough of it in your own backyards that you can make gasoline for free if you really wanted to.
But it's not for free, because that's when economic a decline actually starts, is when you start really, really pumping your own oil. You know what I'm saying? You want to save yours for last. You want to use other people's, because the most expensive is your own. You know what I'm saying? So because right now we are not dependent on other oil, because we have ours in reserve. You look at Canada. You guys cut off your own oil. You guys have like one of the biggest oil reserves on planet Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Because we got retarded politicians.
Hey, Matt, do not understand. Y'all could be an oil tick economy.
Yeah, you guys could be Norway. Matt, have you ever read Tom Clancy's End War?
No, I haven't.
So it's a book that was co-written with him and another person, and it was actually a video game, like a StarCraft style strategy. But World War III starts because the Middle East runs out of oil, and the Canadian Northwest Territory has the most oil. So Russia invades. China, they invade Canada, and then the Allies got to go and fight the new Axis, and that's China. Was it China, Russia, North Korea, and I think they even throw like India in there
really?
too. Yeah, and it's an actual book series, and the one guy, he's like what's
Are
his
you
name?
talking the series by Dean Ing?
Yeah. Was it?
All right,
hold
I've
on.
got the series.
Hold on.
I own it. I think he referred to it as the Sino-Indian War series, even though the Chinese and Indians were actually the people that America in the West was fighting.
Yeah, Tom Clancy's End War. Here it is by David Michaels. That's it right here. So there's nukes that go off in the Middle East, and then Russia invades Canada, and then everything goes to shit. So, guys, never ever mess around in an airport. Guys, why do people try and shoplift in the airport? Right? Why?
They're stupid.
It doesn't make any sense, guys. Why?
That's the sound of the police.
I'm sorry, but airports are wired for video and sound.
I think
everywhere.
some people have got hardwiring genetics or something in their mind that they can't resist the urge to steal. I heard that there was a medical condition about that.
Yeah, kleptomania. Well, yeah, but this chick here, she's a doctor. Guys, we've seen doctors, lawyers, cops, all of them steal, and they're all women. Guys, here's the thing about what we just talked about for the last 20 minutes. Guys, we don't have an echo chamber here, and that's what makes this space better. Let's Matt and I don't agree on everything. Trent and I don't agree. But guys, we talk about it, and we have fun. Guys, look at the wokey wokes. If they disagree on anything, all of a sudden there's the yelling, screaming, acting stupid. You know what I'm saying? What I always say is, guys, if you disagree with the person or someone that you watch or says something that you don't like, guys, consider if their heart's in the right place. We cannot over here disqualify someone based on one disagreement. We just can't. Guys, I always bring up Andrew Wilson, right? I'm not religious. I don't agree with him on single moms and marriage. But guys, his heart's in the right place. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Peterson, I don't agree with some of the stuff he says, but I believe that his heart's in the right place. And he's done a lot of good. But people too quickly now, men want to act like chicks and have a guy that's doing good work say one thing wrong, and then all of a sudden, I don't want to watch it. So,
well, here's my question. Just before you pause it, what if? Okay, let's just going to say here. What if I were to present to you a bigger, deeper argument about lost technology, for instance, that you had never considered, and then all of a sudden you might think, well, then you got these other questions, or perhaps that if you said something that I disagreed with that I never considered, I'd have to readjust a couple things. And what if you were to just shut somebody out because of one disagreement? What would happen if they presented an interesting argument that might actually be beneficial for you, and you never ever stop to consider that it might actually be helpful to you?
Well, then you'd end up a Democrat.
Oh.
Oh no!
Another customer.
There we go.
Only one. I asked her if she will grab two, and she told me that only one.
Yeah, right.
So I check out. There are two earrings. There is one missing in the earrings.
Oh.
Because while standing here, there's another customer coming. She asked me something. That's why I'm talking to.
And then she ran
into the front pocket surveillance footage.
Let me call my supervisor because she's doing the camera.
While reviewing the surveillance footage, officers observed a woman place an item into the front pocket of her sweater. Airport staff tracked her through the terminal until officers located her seated at a charging station.
Can we talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Can we just talk over here?
Oh no! You're in the airport where dude's got a cowboy hat. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked.
Oh yeah, Chuck Norris is after you now.
You're so cooked, bro. Look at that.
Do you know why we're talking to you?
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Were you in Kate Spade earlier?
I was.
Did you take something that didn't belong to you?
No.
Are you sure?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay, because our cameras tracked it. They said that you may have picked some up that wasn't yours.
I picked something up and I put it back down.
What was it that you picked up?
Some gold earrings.
Okay. Were you at Kate Spade?
He's coming with gold earrings. Was there anything else? A bracelet?
What
kind of earrings were they?
They were.
I can't believe this.
This chick's built like Humpty Dumpty, dude.
Pink gold one? Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, so here's the thing. They're missing a couple of items, and you were in the area. Y'all were really the only two that were in the store.
Oops.
Okay. Do you mind if we just...
Earrings on at that point. I put them on.
This woman is not the sharpest tool in the
So you're not sure if
toolbox.
you put your own earrings on from here, from when you left Kate Spade to now?
These are mine. They're a different brand.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go through your belongings real quick.
Are you gonna mess around in the airport?
Go.
Oh, she tries to go.
Pulling out all my money and stuff.
We're not going to take the money.
We're not gonna take. All right.
Just go.
You're cooked. You're cooked. Dave, how's it going?
Going good, Ariel.
Good, man. Watching this doctor shoplifting. Guys, we've gone over a lawyer, a chick who was like a regional manager of her Bank of America. Another chick was a nurse. Another chick was a sergeant in uniform. A sergeant.
A sergeant stealing?
Stealing. Oh, yeah.
What the actual hell? Sergeant, like cop or military?
A cop.
Holy shit.
You know
What the
Yeah,
heck?
yeah. And she got caught doing it once before. I mean, they had caught her on camera doing it once before.
You know what? You know what?
And they didn't fire her?
Was that? Oh, no.
And
So
they
the
didn't
cop-
fire her the first time? I'm sorry, but theft and peculation are automatic, firing offenses in any civil service outfit.
Hold on. While I play this, I'll pull up the cop one too.
Sit back.
Right over here. Just some space. That's all.
Okay. All right.
Guessing by the size of the guy's hat, I'm guessing they're either in Texas or Oklahoma.
Yeah, either. Well, we looked, and I think so between this channel and my actual body cam channel, we've seen a DFW more than any other airport. You guys, DFW is think about it. It's the crossroads between woke, knuckleheaded West Coast, the Pacific Northwest, and all these demons in Atlanta and Florida, right? So that's where you're going to see all types of
DFW
foolishness.
is also where a lot of flights come in from Latin America.
Yeah. Facts, yeah. DFW is huge, guys. You know how many times I had to like literally run to make my next plane? You have like a 30-minute layover or a 45-minute layover. You got to take 2 trains to get to where you're at. So you're like, don't take off, please.
Yeah, you're
That
absolutely
sounds massive.
right. You never want to be in a Dallas airport when you change flights in a DFW with less than an hour.
Yeah,
between flights. It just there's no real chance to get to your plane if it's set up geometrically wrong. Over to you.
Yeah.
Over there.
You're cooked. Look at her hands on her hips.
I got you. Where's it at? Okay.
I don't have.
You're going through my stuff.
How dare you? Have it.
Okay. What's in the bag that you don't want us to see?
Nothing. I pulled everything out.
Okay. So we're going to
she's
look
lying.
Yeah.
So if it's in there, just tell us. So if the store gets it back, there's a chance they don't even want to press charges. Okay. They might just want their stuff back. But if we got to go run through all these hoops to get to it.
Right. I mean, I have some of those pieces. I buy tons of Kate Spade.
Okay, so you have some Kate Spade in your bag right now, is that what you're saying? But it's not theirs?
I think it's in my main suitcase.
So you think it's where at in your main suitcase? In the front?
Like your checked bag or
no.
My checked bag.
Okay.
Why are you bringing
Pulled out a small jewelry case that has Kate Spade earrings in them.
Okay. Is that where you were just reaching in your bag?
No, I pulled that. It's a thing that.
Step away from the bag and you're reaching in there.
Oh,
Who's this guy?
Everything.
Oh, he was just sitting there.
Maybe someone was missing from.
That's why I'm there. Patches of where they're at.
Yeah, she says this, if it's not her, it could be somebody from earlier in the day. 2299261 KS, like KS ropes, not PV.
Oh, they found it. Look at that.
Oh. What? Where are they at? This will go a lot quicker if you can just tell us where they're at.
All right, I'll tell you.
He looks in the pretzel bag.
I have the similar things that I picked up, but
Ma'am, the coincidence.
okay. I am happy.
What?
I didn't take them. I have jewelry exactly like what I looked at. I'm happy.
Oh, it just happens to have identical pieces of jewelry.
At least make up a good lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it just happens to look the same.
Give you my set.
Okay, so where's your set? Alrighty.
So these I had.
Okay.
But
Sure you did.
and I did pick those up, and I looked at them to check the price.
And they just magically appeared.
And then you left without paying for it.
No, I put them back on the rack, but I
basically what happened was
don't remember putting them in.
Just arrest her.
I didn't know I was taking them.
You're going to Kansas?
Yes.
Wichita, Kansas? All right, turn around. You're under arrest.
There it goes.
Sucks for you.
It's time!
She's cooked.
Oh, yeah.
She's a doctor, too.
To the south of the airport.
She's a
So right
doctor?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's you go.
jeez.
Lewis.
AJ, they're all following the same flipping behavior template. It just every time you show this, you see upper class women stealing stuff, and then this behavior template it blows my mind. We see it over and over again. Over to you.
Yep.
Your keys got flustered, and it was unintentional. It was a mistake. Nothing.
Hey, Matt.
What's up?
What do we always say about the ponytail patrol?
It eludes me at the moment.
They're useless. One-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Okay.
You know what? To kind of think about police stealing there just earlier. My grandmother, a long time ago, when she still had her cottage, we had this Viking outboard motor on her boat, and 2 OPP officers from Ontario came in and to all the land, all of these different lots on Tanis Lake, and stole all their outboards. So I guess I could believe it.
Yeah. So, guys, this is the thing. When it comes to police mistreating people and brutality, it's not about race; it's about class. Okay. Whoever these bullies on the police force think that they can get away with bullying, they will, right? Because I always say that I'm not anti-cop, I'm pro-good cop, anti-bad cop, because the police are necessary, but they're not your friends. You know what I'm saying?
If the police have never been your friends. Don't ever think that is the case.
Yeah,
I don't think there's ever been a good cop. I'm sorry. I just have too many bad experiences with them.
Yeah, well, guys, once again, if they knock on your door at 3 a.m., they aren't there to have beers. And if you find yourself in the police station being questioned, and you don't know why, keep your mouth shut and get a lawyer, period. That's it, guys. Because the one thing that they're good at is making you tell on yourself. And guys, here's another thing. If you're getting charged, guys, take it to trial. If you know that you didn't do anything wrong, take it to trial. Because, guys, 80% plus of cases get pled out because they put the fear of God in these guys, and they will actually plead guilty to something they didn't do.
Yeah.
If you are innocent, you're better off going to trial. If we really wanted real criminal justice reform, everyone would go to trial. That would collapse the entire criminal justice system. They don't have the staff, they don't have the judges, they don't have the manpower, they don't have the paperwork. They have none of that. They'd be cooked.
That's how I managed to get out of a domestic violence charge. It's like, screw you, I'm going to take it to court. I got a good lawyer. And as soon as the DA saw that I had lawyered up and my lawyer was demanding the charges, he dropped the charges.
Yeah. Yep. But they were trying to make you scared. You know what I'm saying? So
look, the one thing that you can't be of the justice system is afraid of it. It's just a bureaucratic system.
Yeah.
Bureaucracies have their incentives. You toggle the right handles, they do certain things. That's just how they operate. Over to you.
Yeah.
You lost your keys, got flustered, and it was unintentional. It was a mistake.
Yes.
Nothing was intentional.
Yes, I am a detective.
Okay, grabs a receipt. Why is she grabbing a bag? Something weird's going on.
On October 6th, 2025, at a Walmart in Show Low, Arizona, loss prevention reported that a woman in uniform was acting
Ohio, Arizona, Florida
suspiciously, placing items inside a tote and attempting to leave without paying. When officers arrived, they immediately recognized her as Sergeant Melissa Ward of the White Mountain Apache Police Department. She insisted it was all a mistake, but the cameras told a very different story.
So, what's going on right now?
Hey, Butler.
Melissa, how you doing?
She got totes. I saw her in totes grabbing them, and since it's such a big issue with them, I started following her. Every single item she got, she opened the tote, put it in, and closed it every single time. And then when she got to the front end, the only thing she purchased was the tote. And then she tried, before she even bought the tote, she went to the GM exit, was stopped there by the doorhouse, went back.
Guys, here. I had to jump in, but what?
6 to the 30th.
Look, so she's done this before, but they didn't catch her. So she's done this
And then
like
the big
2
one is going to be
times.
827.
Look at that.
If that is what we see.
She looks like she.
Yeah, so she puts it back on without.
And this is her chief right here. So, guys, a police force where there's ponytail patrols, and it's ran by a ponytail patrol. Cooked.
You have a back, that same. Maybe it's a backpack she carries always, but.
Maybe that's like her purse or something.
Yeah, but this one, the 30th, she has like her hair tight. She has her looks like work boots on.
Work boots on there. So on the 9:30 in uniform and today in uniform, and her patrol vehicle's out there now. So like I told you, being honest, straight with me, and I'm gonna be straight with you right now.
Okay.
So after loss prevention saw you this little time, he found 2 other days where you're filling it with the toys, filling another one with the candy. So if it's truly those 3, then they want to book you in for a felony for the value in that, because the one with all the toys that you didn't pay for, the other time when you came in. So they have 3 videos they're pulling right now, and it's showing the 10. That's why I asked you to be honest. Just I'll give you opportunity. So we're human. We make mistakes. Did you do it or not? I mean, that's why I said it doesn't look good, especially you being an officer if you're lying to me. But straight, I made a mistake. I did this. Tell me. That's all I'm asking you.
Come clean.
So is that something you commonly do? And just
No, I wasn't.
Oh. I was telling you this because, Matt, there's a guy that I used to watch his podcast, and he's from Tyler, Texas, right? He's up in the Panhandle. There's no black people out there. So who do the cops mess with? Matt, who do you think?
The black guys.
What's that?
The black guys that you're talking about.
There's no black dudes up in the Panhandle. Who do you think's next?
The white guys.
Yeah, they go to the trailer park, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about being poor. That's the thing. They say, "Oh, this poor trailer trash white dude. He lives out in his trailer out in the middle of nowhere. I can kick in his door and mess with him, right?" So this guy's granddad had gone to a gun show, bought some guns, and here's the thing: you have Trent. How many days do you have to register firearms that you buy at a gun show? Isn't it like a week?
It's something short like a week.
Yeah,
it's less.
So,
it's much less than a month.
These cops basically followed him home. His 78-year-old granddad knocked on his door because he had the firearms on his coffee table. He opens the door, stupid thing to do, And they're like, oh, we noticed that you have those firearms. Do you have a license for those? He's like, no, because I just bought them. They kick in the door, right? So he had his new firearms, he had his older ones, and then he had like $10,000 cash on him because he was at a gun show. Tell me why they arrested him and took all of his property. Then he had to go to court to get his property back, to get his cash and his firearms back. Now, this is a white guy, okay? Yeah. This is not a Hispanic guy, not a black guy. This was who they thought was a, cud chewing redneck, poor white guy. So it's about class. Whoever is the perceived lowest socioeconomic class in that area is who the cops are going to mess with. Period. This is how it works.
Every law enforcement agency has to deal with the fact that some of the people that are part of the law enforcement agency got in because they enjoy having power over other people.
Yeah.
And it takes a whole hell of a lot of professionalism to keep people like that from poisoning the entire organization. Over to you.
That's true. Because here's the thing. You can have a whole precinct of like 40 cops and you have 2 bad ones, and the amount of damage that those 2 bad cops can do. Guys, think about if you have a hospital, right? One bad nurse or one bad doctor, how much damage that they can do. You have a whole airline, one bad pilot. Think about how much harm that person can do. You have 1 or 2 bad cops being, hey, Matt, Trent, have you guys seen The Shield?
Yeah.
The show?
Yeah.
Only a couple episodes, not the whole thing. I'm not a big
God.
Whoa,
cable
one of the greatest shows
guy.
of all time. Do you guys remember that poor black dude who got beat to death in I think it was Memphis by the Scorpion team? Matt, that Scorpion team, guys, they were the same as Vic's strike team on The Shield. 4 cops that could do whatever the hell they wanted to do. The Shield is one of the greatest shows of all time. It's so good, dude. If you guys haven't watched it yet, check it out. I don't know how they actually got away with it on cable television, but it's one of the best shows of all time. But there are these cops, and then Matt, you aren't from the United States, but go on YouTube and look at the Toros and these all these cop gangs that were in the LA Sheriff's Department.
Oh yeah, I heard about those.
Yeah, they had initiations, they had tattoos, they were a gang. It was nuts. So, but all right, guys, we're at the 3-hour mark. I'll shut this down, guys. Thanks for an awesome live today. Once again, guys, yesterday I was just feeling like absolute trash, But yeah, guys, we'll be good the rest of the week. And I'll let you guys know Sunday's topic. We actually might do the World War II. Hey, Trent, Matt, you guys busy on Sunday at 9?
Sunday's good for me.
Perfect.
I'll see if I should be good. I know we never get your notice about when your stuff starts playing.
Matt, I go so Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Is there a way that I can put up some of PDFs or PowerPoints into the StreamYard?
Yeah, you'll be able to share your screen. Yep.
So you said 5 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, so Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep. So, but all right, guys. I appreciate you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take it easy.